Hey now!
Hi guys!
What is going on? It is time once again.
Welcome to the Bourbon Blend. We're glad you're here.
Did you just drop it?
I just dropped something.
Hi guys, it's great to have you here on the show. We've got 5,000 people in the chat already, and that is unbelievable.
That is amazing. Wow.
My name is Jay.
I'm Courtney.
My wife's name is Courtney, and we celebrated the 33rd anniversary of our first date.
Yes.
Earlier in the week.
Many moons ago, Jay.
I
Would you love for me to say that?
It was the 4th, March 4th.
Yes, it was.
1992. It was a Coyote Tridelt Grab-A-Date.
And I got really drunk.
You did. And you may be doing the math in your head and saying, hey, I don't think Courtney was that old. Guess what?
I was under 21. That is correct.
You were drinking illegally?
I know.
I was very nervous. I thought you were pretty cool. So.
I thought you was all right.
Anyway, congratulations on 33 years with me.
Yes. Congratulations to me. I deserve an award.
Anyway, guys, we're broadcasting live from our home in Hampstead, Alabama, where it has been unseasonably chilly and windy after that nasty storm came through. I know a lot of us here, a lot of our viewers are in the southeast, so you know what time it is when it comes to those storms. That storm front was no joke.
It was no joke.
It was a little windy. We could sing a song about it. It's called Everyone Knows It's Windy. Bump, 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 bump. Who's licking on my ball bag?
Those are not the lyrics.
I think it is. Chad and Jeremy. We've got Cuz with us tonight. We are going to be shouting out Cuz a few times here because he, as is customary, is an important part of the show. Even though he's not on the show tonight, our cat is already losing his mind. He begged to come in here earlier, and then we let him in, and now he's acting like an asshole.
Got the zoomies.
Thank you for being here, Cuz. Norman C., last name redacted. Of course, you see it right there, is with us. We're glad to have Norman here. And T-Roy Tiger is here with us. Coming to you live from Troy, Alabama. Glad to have you here, bro. And Small Victories. He's just got the beer glasses up. You can drink beer here. You can
drink anything you want to drink here. The cat is probably already going to get evicted from the show.
I'm going to throw chapstick at him until he stops. T-Roy says, or condolences, AA.
True.
To our 33 years. I was only like macking you back then.
Yeah.
Listen, we'll talk about what we're doing tonight. We're drinking some Bardstown Bourbon Company Expressions. We already got our first question. B. Haynes, you may know her.
Mav is evicted too. He's busy probably trying to drag his on the carpet.
Hey, I got an idea. What? So if Mav comes in here, he's going to keep the cat from doing all this bullshit because the cat's going to want to get away from him, but he's still going to drag his dick on the floor. Let's just give it a shot. See what happens, man. I don't know.
Hey, let's find out.
Maverick, come here.
Here, Mav.
Come here, Mav.
This is exciting entertainment for everyone.
Come on, Maverick. Come on.
Hey, buddy. How are you?
Here, everybody wants to see you, Mav. Come here.
Look,
come here, bro.
Wait. Here we go. It's very exciting. Say hey.
Hi, guys. I love bourbon. Look at my wiener. All right.
Hey.
Boy.
Hey. Oh, he's excited.
Live video is always fun.
Can you all hear him snorting?
Let's see. Small Victory says, more of the beer than liquor. I haven't turned down any drink for the most part.
There you go. Most part. I like it.
We love that. And also Mike says, congrats, guys.
Oh, thank you.
What a legend. We love Mike. And I'm glad to have him here. He's got that old school bourbon t-shirt. So tonight's agenda, we're going to be drinking some Expressions from Bardstown Bourbon Company. One we have not had or haven't had in a long time.
Okay.
One that Cuz and Becky from across the street allowed us to sip on tonight, graciously. And then
nice
I let Courtney pick a wild card bourbon from Bardstown. And you picked a store pick single barrel, I think.
Yes.
So those will be delicious to taste, and I can't wait to find out what you think about the mouthfeel. We also have some bourbon news. Some of the nuggets I can't believe are actually true.
Allegedly.
The first one is a whopper. Courtney also went to the store and got her cereal aisle shots.
Yes.
And while we were at dinner tonight, I couldn't remember why we were doing that.
Yes, I had to share with Jay because he'd had too much bourbon last week and couldn't remember why we were doing that.
I don't think that's actually what it was.
I think that's what it was.
Anywho, we're going to do that. And then, of course, we'll finish out with Courtney's Cornir.
I mean, it's amazing.
Spelled COURTNICORNIR. Courtney's Cornir. Is there anything else on the agenda tonight?
I think that's about it.
Yeah, I think that's probably it. That's probably plenty. So we will start with the 10 Bardstown Disco Series 10.
I believe it's this one.
No, it is not. It is that one.
It's
the one that's not open. Wait, what did you pour if it's not open?
Just bottoms up. We had to have a little pour earlier.
All right, we're going to start with Bardstown Disco Series 11.
There we are.
Aged 6 to 13 years. I've got the numbers here. Right here. I'm just Is he giving hell now?
He's all right.
All right, these are just the notes I've been given from the PA. Okay. Disco 11 is 73% Kentucky 13 year, 21% Kentucky 10 year, and 6% Bardstown 6 year.
Okay.
And this sip, was generously donated by Cousin Becky from across the street, who are owners of this bottle of Disco 11.
Thank you for sharing.
And it's very nice of them to share with us.
Thanks for sharing.
To our friends across the street, to this delicious bourbon, and to 33 more years together, if that's the way it ends up. All right, let's see what you think about this one, Courtney.
It's thick. It's got a thick mouthfeel. Thick. Where's Raven? He would love to hear that.
He always wants to know how things are going on the mouthfeel. Mm-hmm. Lord have mercy, that has a hot pull at the end.
It's a little toasty at the end.
Is that late hug? Do you feel that late hug?
I do, but I don't. You're going to love this. I don't feel it in my throat, but I feel it in my mouth.
Oh. I like the nose a lot. Mm-hmm. That's nice. Maverick, you're being a dick.
Mm-hmm. And these are some nice little bourbon glasses that we got from Bardstown Bourbon.
I really like the front end of that. I'm tasting like a sugar cube and like a little bit of fruit, but like good fruit, like maybe grape or apple or some shit like that. You can tell we have very refined palates when it comes to bourbon.
I almost taste pear.
Yeah, I can see that too. Mm-hmm. Small Victory says flashbacks to Auburn when it starts Thursday through game day Saturday. Mm-hmm. I suspect he's talking about the fact that Auburn's going to play its opening game against Baylor on a Friday night. Oh. I suspect that's where he's going with that, but I don't know for sure. Or maybe not. I don't know. Maybe he's just talking about drinking some good stuff. William C., my man, who goes back with us all the way to Hobbiton and stuff, says, hope y'all are well. War Eagle. We love Mr. Canfield. Absolute legend. Been knowing him for 15 years or longer now. Also, some T-Roy Tiger says, sipping. Oh, Courtney.
Oh, we were talking about
sipping on some Heaven Hill Grain to Glass Weeded 121. I ran across some Grain to Glass Rye today. I did not buy it. It was $100 at the ABC. And what blew me away on that one, T-Roy, is that I think this bourbon bubble is absolutely blown up because Auburn did not sell out of its allocated stuff by a long shot. Mm-hmm. They had Old Ezra out the ass. They had Grain to Glass, literally 40 bottles sitting there.
Old Ezra should not even be an allocated.
I agree with you.
But
I don't even know what they were asking because I don't care. Mm-hmm. Like whatever it is too damn much. Don Proper Dickin is with us tonight, coming in live from Maastricht, Holland. Says a tad late, life happens, would like to get toe up, think I will.
I mean, we're here to help you.
We advocate.
We strongly support.
We feel like that's a good thing to do.
Hey, we have a dirty dozen, Jay.
Do we?
Yes.
It's already there.
Thank
Hopefully
you.
we get up to 20 before this bitch is over. Anyway, I'm pretty happy with this. Like the nose. Not as good as the 1924 Old Forester nose. This is my all-time favorite, but this is a 9 out of 10 nose. It's got like just a slight fruity and a little bit of floral. Like my grandma's perfume, but in a good way. No, Grandma Wexler, not Grandma Tate. Absolutely love the front end.
It's thick, and it's hot at the end. Like it's hotter than I was anticipating at the end.
It's a sneaky hot though. Mm-hmm. It's not a brash hot at all.
No, but I mean I still feel it, and actually it's kind of creeping down my throat now.
Bardstown Bourbon Company is a relative newcomer to the scene in the bourbon world. They started... Is he rubbing his dick again?
No.
I think they got going in maybe 2012-ish, 13-ish.
Something like that.
We got our first bottle in 2015. It was the Origin Series 2. It was a green label at that time. And that was our second really expensive bottle behind the Magnus we bought.
Right.
And it was like $170, and Courtney got mad at me.
I was like, he's paying how much for a bottle?
I was like, they said it was really good, Courtney. And we still had some as of recently.
We still have it downstairs. We have about this much left in it. And you said that you were waiting for something special, but I don't know. It was looking a little
Where
busty.
Is it? Because it's not in our stash.
I told you it's downstairs behind the couch in that cabinet.
Behind the couch.
Okay, because we have too much bourbon. We have to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different places that we keep it.
You're right.
Yeah.
Chip says, what is this Mardi Gras purple bourbon? You got yellow and green too. We kind of do. We have red and gold. Let me see that Tootsie Roll. Tootsie Roll. Gonna finish on you.
Tootsie Roll.
Finish on you.
Wrong.
I don't think we have a green though. Although we have one downstairs. Anyway, this is Chip. I don't know if you're here when we started this segment, but graciously provided by cousin Becky from across the street, who allow us to taste this delicious burbs.
It's yummy.
Small Victory says, thick and hot, too many jokes. My man, we got to laugh for that.
That's
I know
right.
we do. Oh, there's the laugh. Finally. God, I wish the interns would get this stuff. T-Row Tiger says, prices come down on new release stuff within a year or two generally. No one can buy one of everything. Too much different special stuff. Try me and Cuz, because we try to buy one of everything.
There is a lot of stuff out there, that's for sure.
I bet if you put me and you and Cuz and Becky's stuff together, like all our bourbon, it would be... I bet there's only 5 people in this state that have a better collection. Dob the Bomb is one of them, though. Dob the Bomb from the bunker has the most amazing supply of bourbon I will ever see in my life. Unbelievable.
That's amazing.
He also has other stuff in there that I maybe wasn't.
We didn't want to talk about.
Yeah. Okay, is it time to do the grades?
Sure. And remember, this is out of 4.
4. It's based on
briquettes.
charcoal briquettes. Courtney, we're talking about the nose you seemed okay with.
Okay. Is this my grade?
Yeah, mouthfeel.
Okay, 3.0.
Wow.
I liked it, but I didn't love it.
I need another just a mini pour.
Just a mini pour. Little baby pour.
I decided, since Cuz and Becky graciously allowed us to have this bottle tonight, and we'll give it back soon. We donated our Dicey Dane Bardstown, which is also a difficult bourbon to find. And I hope that Cuz and Becky have a chance to enjoy that tonight. Because I really like the nose on this.
I didn't like how thick it was, and I don't know. It didn't hit right for me.
I think that is freaking delicious.
Well, I'm glad you like it. That's good. We have different palates.
Brandon J says he's sipping on Old Forester 100. It is consistent. It absolutely is.
It's true.
It's one of the real staples down there in the, I don't know, $25, $28 range. Might be the best one in that range, honestly. That or Old Ezra, Ezra Williams?
Yeah.
Ezra Williams.
No, Evan Williams.
Evan Williams, excuse me, his older brother. Single barrel. Evan Williams Single Barrel is right there in that same area. This is damn good, Courtney. It is hot, though.
It's pretty good. I'm not in love with it.
All right, 3.0. I'm going to go a little bit higher than this. I'm going to go 3.75.
Okay. Wow.
I was deciding between 3.5 and 3.75, and I had decided to go 3.75. So
I'm impressed.
I felt pretty good about that one, Miss Courtney. And I will add this
I was not expecting
to our tally.
Tallies.
Disco 11.
Lim.
I say 3.75. Courtney says 3.0. As a review, last week, Peerless Single Barrel, I gave it 3.5. Courtney gave it 3. Peerless Toasted, I gave it 4.
I know. That's impressive right there.
That's like the Ted Striker cock and balls with the panic button. And then you gave it 3.75.
That's very good.
Which is more like the glass piece. And then rum is 3.5. Rum finished barrels, 3.5 for me, 3.5 for you. Yeah. So pretty good week for bourbon last week. Starting off hot on this one as well. Let's see. Cousin is jumping in with a little feedback. He says, we did try the Dicey Dane, and it was good. Unique, but not a bad unique. That's what we talked about with that Prisoner one. We were like, oh, this is really unique, not a good unique.
Is that like a girl? Yeah, when it's not a good unique, it's like the girl has a great personality.
But she's got a flat ass and a tit sag?
I wasn't going to add that, but
I thought I thought that's where you were going with it. I'm sorry. All right, so Bardstown Disco 11, we like. Daddy like. Mommy,
likes it
does
better
Mommy
than
want
me.
to open that?
Oh, please don't refer to that.
What'd you say?
Don't refer to me as that. That's so gross.
Refer to you as Mommy or Mother? What would Mother like?
Gross. So creepy.
Yes, cuz I'm glad he enjoyed the Doisy Dane.
I didn't realize that this was not open.
Yeah, I thought that was part of your job.
I would have opened it earlier, but
it's part of Courtney's job.
So what are we about to talk about, Jay?
Well, we're going to be switching over to the Bardstown Disco 10, which is going to have another formula of juices. Don't you do that. Don't you start looking at me. You're the one with nails. This is kind of a more elaborate layout here. 62% of Kentucky 9-year, 18% Kentucky 13-year. Did I even go to the right
No, not yet.
pane? What a dumbass.
It's not 10, you, it's that intern again.
18. Can we get on this?
The intern on this.
18% Kentucky 13-year, 10% Georgia 10-year, 8% Kentucky 6-year.
Georgia 10-year. And Georgia has bourbon.
2% Tennessee 10-year.
Is it the only thing I know about in Georgia is isn't it called Fiddler?
Fiddler.
Fiddler.
And then there's one called like AS.
Thought that's from there. Thought the Fiddler was from there.
Deep.
ASW?
ATM?
No.
Ask them.
No. Nope.
Mike says, have you found a 5 yet since you've been evaluating? So Mike, we do it on a scale of 1 to 4 because when we used to watch this sex ed teacher on Canadian PBS years ago called Sue Johansson, she used to rate sex toys based on 1 to 4 charcoal briquettes.
On how hot and spicy they were.
Yes, and so we just do it on 1 to 4. So a 4 for me would be a truly Hall of Fame bourbon for me. And I put the Peerless Toasted last week as a 4.0. So for me, that is a perfect bourbon. Thinking out loud right now, the only ones I would ever give a 4.0 would be Peerless Toasted. Parker's Heritage Double Barreled Blend. Me and Cuz think that is absolutely the juice of the gods. And Old Forester 1924 is either 3.75 or 4.0.
Yeah,
I really like that. I think
that's really good too.
I'm looking forward to this one. Me and Cuz, I don't think we've had 10. We've had 8, 9, 11, and 12. And then we made our own, if you remember, at the downtown Bardstown Distillery.
We did.
That came in a bottle similar to that, but it was our own.
Yeah.
There you go.
Cheers.
To at least 33 more weeks.
Weeks. That's so sweet.
Years, excuse me.
Yeah, years.
Okay, so this is much different in the sense that this finish is not nearly as hot. A little more ethanol on the front end, though. That's kind of weird. Let's see what else we got. Chip says, Mav is a terrible intern. Daniel, I need you in here, bro.
I would say that any intern that wipes their dick on the carpet would be a bad intern. So
in that case, Daniel's doing a great job. Daniel just eats his voodoo and says nice things on the show.
There you go.
Like a good intern would do.
That's right.
I don't know. Small Victory says UGA boo. I don't know what the context of that is, but you know what?
Talking about Georgia.
I completely agree with this. Because I don't like University of Georgia one damn bit.
The only people that like Georgia are Georgia.
One of the great things is that, so Cuz and Becky are Alabama graduates. Mm-hmm. They're welcome to be boisterous Alabama fans, although they are not. Mm-hmm. But they're welcome to because they went to Alabama, they graduated from Alabama. That's how we find middle ground, is because we can all hate Georgia and we can all hate Tennessee. Mm-hmm. And everyone in this chat I know agrees with me on this, that Georgia sucks and Tennessee sucks. And let's just focus on that. How about that?
How about that?
Now, you don't necessarily hate Tennessee because I think you have friends that are Tennessee fans.
Well, yeah.
Like Stacy.
Yeah. I mean, and
Terry W., last name redacted.
Yeah. All those folks.
All right, so this is a different deal altogether. This reminds me of almost like a Canadian whiskey because it just lacks that punch on the front or the back. I do like the nose, but it's not as good as the last one.
Ooh, it's hot at the end for me.
Is it really?
Yeah.
This has a sweetness to it, but it's a little more of a bittersweet.
No, I'm not a fan.
I'm not in love with it either. I think it's a step back from where we were.
Yeah.
Although I like that it's not so pushy on the back end.
It's still burning.
Cuz says UT is an ugly orange. It's that puke orange. It's like a jack-o'-lantern threw up. Mm-hmm. Like a garbage truck convention. Chip says, do you hate Tennessee more for the UTN or their whiskey? How about, why not both?
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I tweeted at Jim Cramer today. He said, what's all the hate on Jack Daniels? They didn't do anything wrong. I said, hell yeah, they did something wrong. They make shitty bourbon that tastes like rotten bananas. It's horrible stuff.
It's not that bad.
It's dog shit.
It's not the good stuff.
It's horrible. Let's see. Small Victory says, born and raised in Georgia, raised Georgia Tech. Bro went there and met his wife there in the late 90s. We hate them. You hate your bro and his wife, or you hate Georgia Tech, or you hate UGA, or all.
All the above?
What if my sister had gotten married and we could have made fun of College of Charleston, Kentucky, Trancey, Louisville, Jefferson Community College, Tulsa Community College? I'm just being facetious.
I think that's about all we got there.
I'm sorry, Kimberly. I hope you enjoy the joke. Oh, I just felt a stabbing pain in my back.
Yeah, that ghost got you.
I did just watch the clip. It popped up on Facebook today when Georgia Tech blocked the field goal against Florida State.
Okay.
This is maybe 5 years ago, and ran that sumbitch back that was their version of the kick six. Damn. Unbelievable. And the announcer from ESPN said something like, "Isn't life amazing?" or something like super like existential. I thought it was a great call.
Cheesy, huh?
Oh, he said, "Hey, Georgia, come on." Yeah,
oh, okay.
That's something we can all agree on. I didn't understand where you're going with that.
Yeah.
My friend Will, we used to call him Meathead, a high school friend of mine. His parents are Georgia Tech fans. They live in Tulsa. So when you hit the button to ring the doorbell, it would play Rambling Wreck from Georgia Tech and a hell of an engineer.
How about that?
It's a true story.
How about that?
Bill Heron was his name. Big bad Bill Heron. He's a bad man. He used to drive a Porsche.
Back in the day.
He doesn't drive it anymore. He's passed away. OTAG is here with us tonight.
OTAG.
That stands for Orange Taffy Like Anal Goo, but it's not necessarily a problem that he has. That's just his name. Hello, Blend fam.
Nice.
We love OTAG. Thank you for being here, bro. Appreciate that. Okay, Bardstown Disco Series 10. You seem nonplussed. It's a big ass pour. We're gonna have to finish a lot of bourbon.
Don't worry about it. It's still gonna be drunk up. I mean, we paid a lot of money for this bottle, so it's gonna.
By the way, I took some notes today on my Porsche notes that our friend Brigida got for us.
Yes.
They're all Porsche, so I think that means that Courtney's giving you permission to buy a Porsche Taycan.
That's exactly what I was giving permission
And I love a Porsche Taycan, and I'm glad that you're on board with that.
Not.
Wow. I was hoping you'd be a little more nice about that. Let's see, JMax 7.3. I don't know what that means, but I love the name. Scored hard to find Disco 11 and 12, which I really enjoy. And lately I see Disco 10. I was surprised to see it today, honestly, because I knew that he's better about keeping that stuff around than we are, because we just tanked that last one we had.
Yeah.
I knew we'd been above 10 before, so I don't know why 10 would be making a comeback, per se.
I like the Origin series better than these two I've had.
No, yes. Not the first one.
Yes. Yes. Mm-hmm. And I like hotter bourbons these days. So I'm surprised I don't like this. And so I normally like all their stuff.
The Disco 11 had a fruity taste to me that turned sweet in a pleasing way. This has a fruity taste to it that's going like bitter a little bit, and it's kind of bugging me. I don't know what a bitter fruit would be, but that's where we're headed with that. Other than that, I think it tastes like Canadian whiskey. It's like got that light kind of like sweet, vaguely sweet thing.
I just don't like it.
It's not really hitting for me. Although I don't hate it.
I don't know. We need to hydrate.
I like a stronger front end, honestly. It's a little soft on the front end.
Yeah, it's got a lingering taste in my mouth that's not pleasant.
J-Max, I'm not sure, bro. I think that I would stick with the 11 and the 12.
Yeah, I wouldn't, because it's not like this bottle's $60.
I know.
Probably like $140.
It was $149.
Yeah, so no, I would not spend that on a bottle. I'm telling you that right here. Don't waste your money.
I told that old girl today I bought this today at the Auburn ABC, and I said, yeah, oh yeah. She said, do you need a receipt? I go, hell yeah, I do. And she goes, well, why? And I said, she was cool about it. She wasn't being a bitch.
Oh, okay.
And I said, well, me and my wife, we do a video show, and we write the shit off on taxes. And she goes, I said, hell yeah. Mm-hmm. Might as well get my government doing something for me instead of losing money every day on the stock market. All right, it's time for grades, Courtney. T-Roy Tiger says, proof queen, Courtney. Thank you for spelling your name correctly. That's there, right. Time for Courtney to give her opinion on this.
2.75. Not a fan.
I think that's fair.
I just don't care much for it.
It's weird how, just one more iteration of the discovery and it's not great. I'm going to go 2.75.
Wow.
I agree with you. I don't hate it.
And what's going to make me mad is that I probably don't want to pick this up and drink it. But it's going to be really expensive to use as a mixer.
Oh, no. We're not in mixer range.
It is for me.
We're not in mixer range.
It is for me.
We're not in mixer range.
Yeah, I think it is.
Hold on. Cousin says, each disco series can be different and not surprised with your take. I kind of mentioned to Cuz when I went to pick it up. I was like, oh, they're all good. And he kind of gave me that look like, oh, no.
I mean...
He's the one that's got the 11, not the 10. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Let's see. Chipper says, bring this one to OBA so I can get it drank by unsuspecting goobs like me if you need to get rid of it. We can do that.
Well, this is
You're not a goob, but we'll do that.
We'll be like, this is a really expensive bourbon, which it is. And then everybody be like, oh, it's delicious. Oh, man, that's awesome. Be like, man, we think it sucks.
Real Deal is here, coming in from the greater Huntsville area.
Hey, Real Deal.
We love Real Deal, and we're glad to have him here. I believe he's our 20th viewer.
Look at
20,000 viewers, guys.
20,000 viewers. This is amazing.
There's not even that many people at a Taylor Swift concert. And here we are, bourbon, blah, 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 blend.
Yes.
Hey now. All right, so Bardstown, that might be the lowest grade we've ever given a Bardstown product. Oh, except for the Prisoner.
Yeah, the Prisoner was not good either.
Oh, we ended up trading that. Open bottle.
Did we?
Yeah, I threw it in with the Blade and Bow 22 trade.
Oh, okay.
Which I'm still glad to have. Eric G is in the hizzle.
Nice.
Coming to us live. He's from Charleston. He's in Charleston, South Carolina. Now, Real Deal asked me a question that is a loaded question because I have a very specific answer for this question. He says, what's the cheapest, best bourbon? Which means, what's the best value play, I think. Well, let me tell you something, buddy.
That's a good question.
I was at the ABC store today. I'm going to go back to our main screen here.
Okay.
I was at the ABC store today in Auburn, and I found a price on a bourbon that Real Deal needs to seriously fucking consider. Are you ready? Here it comes.
Ready.
Wild Turkey, rare breed, an outstanding bourbon for $45. Courtney.
Okay.
That is an outstanding price for a very good bourbon right there.
Cheapest, best bourbon, though? Like, that's still $45 is a lot.
If you're talking about cheap, you can get a handle. I saw it today. You get a handle of Wild Turkey 101 for $40.
Okay.
That's a handle. That's a half gallon. That's pretty good
bourbon.
bourbon.
The Evan Williams, is it Bottle and Bond?
No, single barrel.
Single barrel?
They had that behind us. Get a load of this. They had the Evan Williams single barrel behind the counter.
Interesting.
Is it really that coveted?
I guess not.
I'm thinking that's $27.99 a bottle for that. But I'm telling you, I would pay the extra for the Wild Turkey rare breed.
Yeah.
And I don't do anything without Cuz saying so. So if Cuz gives the thumbs up on that, then it's a go. But I think $45 for that is really good. J-Max says Green River Full Proof, same price, $45. We had one bottle of Green River, which has it's a bottle that's in a horseshoe shape. Our friend Leif B has a relationship with that distillery, which I believe is in Owensboro or Evansville, somewhere over that way. And that, I listen, we're on board with Green River, so I got no problem with what J-Max is saying right there. Eric G jumps in to say, yeah, come on, man. Jay, what are you doing?
What are you doing
Eric G says rare breed is amazing.
It is really good.
I think it's really good, man. No shit.
Blake R is here.
Blah, 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 Blake.
Blake R.
Blake.
Hey, Blake R.
Blake and or D Lucky was our Dirty Dozens. He made
Look
it
at
to
that.
Dirty Dozens.
Woo!
We love D Lucky.
We high flying over here.
And we love Blake R, who's an absolute stud.
Yes.
He might be more studly than our pug.
Pugly.
Pug. Blake wants to see you because Blake thinks you're awesome, but I've already showed you to the screen tonight. All right, I'll show you again to Blake and D Lucky. Come here, buddy. Come here.
Oh, Mavi, come here.
Come.
Oh.
Hey, come here, bro. I know you're getting hyper. Come here, bro. Blake wants to see you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness gracious. Look at how happy he is.
Hi, say hi, Blake.
Hi.
How you doing, Blake? You're the man, Blake. You're the East Coast czar, Big Daddy. I say hi to D
showing
Lucky.
his wiener on TV. We'll
Hi,
probably
D
get
Lucky.
censored.
Hi, D Lucky. You don't get any bourbon. You're not old enough.
Get down.
Oh man, the chapstick's on the floor.
Yeah.
What if he eats it?
Oh,
I already threw one of my chapsticks at the cat.
Yes, because he was annoying.
Yeah, he's annoying.
He's annoying.
That's what he does.
Yep.
So we're glad to have those two studs up in here.
Yes, so the...
Oh, Cuz has weighed in. Rare breed at 45 is great. That's when I know it's real. Did you have something you wanted to say on that, or you just like...
Yes, I started reading the chat, though. I was going to say, I'm not a huge fan of either one of these, unfortunately, because I normally really like their products, so I'm a little sad about that. But if I had to pick one, I would definitely pick the first one. We did Disco 11 first, because that's what I poured.
Chip says Mav can rub his dong on that Disco 10.
Yeah. That's an expensive dong rubber.
And T-Roy said chapstee with the I down.
Nice.
All right, do you want to... I gave you the opportunity as a man. I gave the woman the opportunity to make a choice, which I'm not supposed to do. I'm not...
You can take the picture down now.
Oh, yeah, I can take it down now. Sorry, Courtney.
Yep.
I'm not constitutionally required to do that, but I asked you for your opinion on something, and you said you would like to try some of that.
Don't eat it. Oh.
He's not. I'm going to keep it on.
Well, yes, Jay allowed me to make a choice, y'all. Wasn't that so kind
Blake
of
R
him?
says he can't find rare breed where he's at.
Really?
That is disgusting.
That is very disappointing.
Blake, is there any way you can come down this way and let me give you some rare breed?
Yeah, no doubt.
We would definitely take care of you, bro. Also, I could probably send that to you, right? Is that you rubbing your... You want to go outside? Get the fuck out of here, man. Go take your dick and go rub it.
Our pets are way too much. It's so ridiculous.
Go rub it somewhere else, man.
We have no control.
Go rub it somewhere else.
I control 115 kids every day, but I can't
tell
control
people
a dog.
What's your wild card?
Huh?
Because I didn't make a graphic for it.
Oh, this is the Bardstown single barrel that we picked up at Beach Liquors.
Beach Liquors in Destin, Florida.
In Destin, Florida. Now, I think this might have... Was it in Destin we got this one?
It says Beach Liquors.
I know, but the other Beach Liquors, was it over in...
Oh, it could have been. That's right. Over in...
Fort Walton. Right?
No, I think the one that is there
anyway.
in Sandestin is a Beach Liquors too, isn't it? Or is that...
I think this is the one in Destin.
Cuz would
Anyway, doesn't matter. It's Beach Liquors. They would have had it at either
Look
place.
who we've got. Courtney Cassidy, DP. My man. There he is. Well, we got some legends up in here tonight now. Cuz says, I'm interested in what CBT says about the store pick. I like those. We, I believe we picked this to... Well, not picked it. We picked it up with Cuz and Becky. Listen, Beach Liquor is the one that's by the airport in Destin.
Yes, it has a beautiful...
Unbelievable place to hang out and drink. Because you can
drink. They have
a
bar there, and you can have your little pours of... Not everything they have.
But a lot of
stuff
they have. And it's not Jack Daniels and Jim Beam and shit like that. Right. It's like stuff that... like Blue Runs and Bardstown stuff. And we drank something really good there.
This has really good nose on it.
We drank a Russell's Reserve... certain Rick House version or something. I don't know what the hell it was. It was really good. I don't remember. Yeah, I like that nose, Cordy. That's pretty good.
We definitely hear the dong rub.
Is that true? Can you hear him going across the floor? I don't know what the deal is with that. I'm like, what are you doing? What is he even doing down there?
Obviously, feels good on the carpet.
You write a song about it. Tony. Feels good to know that you're rubbing your balls. It feels good. That how it goes? Sure feels good to me.
Now this is tasty.
Okay,
tasty.
So what do we got there?
Hazelnut.
Tougher front end, like stronger front end, which is good. A little bit hot on the back end. Not as hot as the 11, but better than the 10. Still has that fruity middle, and I'm not sure if it's going sweet or sour on me. I'm not sure I'm in love with this one.
Oh, I like this.
Really?
It's funny.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
No, I like this. Obviously we've enjoyed it because there's not much left. So we've enjoyed it at some point. That may have been during our trip to Destin.
Yeah, we drink a lot during our trips to Destin. No, that was a better sip right there. This is pretty good.
I like this. It's good.
Yeah, this is better than 10. I don't know if it's better than 11, though.
I think it's better than both, but that's me.
Melee says, Melee is here with us, too. Oh, my God. I thought we were going to get close to 3 dozen. He says, exfoliation, give that dog a loofah. He probably needs one for real.
That's funny.
And let's see. Cassidy B says, I'm digging these stubby Glenkins. Been meaning to grab some. We got these, if they're stubby.
Bardstown Bourbon.
Yeah, we definitely got them at Bardstown. But if you're talking about stubby and not very deep, it's probably a lot like...
No more comments.
Pipe layer. Pipe said his dick looks like a tuna can. I have not confirmed that, but that's what he said. So it's kind of big, but it's real short. I don't know why you would tell other guys that, though. But I appreciate it, though. I appreciate the honesty.
I mean, hey.
Me and Johnny were like...
Thanks,
cool,
man.
I was like, cool, man. Like,
Thanks
I maybe he expected us to say, yeah, ours is kind of like that, too. But I'm not having that issue, and Johnny's not either, so... Cassidy P has done this. He knows how it works. He says, bourbon at the beach disappears. Yes. Me, Becky, Cuz, and Courtney certainly know how to make some bourbon disappear at the beach.
Bourbon.
When we went to 30A Distillery, which is literally in a strip mall, we drank them dry. And I think
remember that part,
Corey 4AU, our friend Corey, he has a picture of me like wide-mouthing a bourbon. Like, it was like literally like... I don't know what I was doing. What is he doing back there?
What are you doing over there?
Let's see. Small Victory says, but what does Greta think? How dare you? Like, what is she mad about? Oh, global warming?
Hey, it's okay to be passionate about something.
And everybody's like, oh, she's autistic. And I'm like, oh, okay. No, okay.
There's lots of people out there that are autistic, that are in powerful roles.
She got the measles vaccine. That's what happened. Let's see. Cuz says that Bardstown Weeded 106 is one of my new favorites. I have not had that one.
I don't know that I've had that either.
And then Cassidy P says, is that the pool photo? What is he talking about? Oh, is he talking about from David Hasselhoff? Where I'm punching the swan?
I don't know.
Are you talking about...
or is that the one where he's resting on the side of the pool passed out?
We got any pictures of me in Pipe? I don't... No. It just doesn't exist?
No, we do not have any pictures of you in Pipe.
Well, we need to have some.
Okay.
Oh my God, look who's here. Archie, the legend himself, says J-Max, heard the same on the Bardstown Weeded 106, but haven't seen it in Huntsville yet. May have to drive up into Tennessee. Archie.
Nice.
Archie knows his bourbon now.
Archie knows his bourbon.
But Archie is the most giving bourbon enthusiast I've ever seen. Yes. Shows up with, what did he show up with?
4-gate.
Well, yeah, he turned us on to 4-gate, but he had one of those Wellers. It was William. I have a picture of you with William LaRue Weller.
Yes,
which he said, here, please
it.
Drink it.
And I was like, oh,
Courtney's like, I want to take a picture of it. And Archie goes, no, drink it, please. What a legend. Yes, all of the above is what Cassidy P says. And OTAG says officially dozens.
Right.
In the chat, OTAG, right. I can't believe this is actually happening, bro. It's going to happen.
It's amazing. So,
this is good.
It is very
I'm not going to lie about it. So this is the gold label, single barrel, store pick. Bardstown Bourbon Company stuff. Tell them what the proof is. I think it's a little higher than what we were drinking earlier. We were in the mid-teens earlier. 124.4 proof.
Ooh, it does not taste like that.
That is a hottie right there.
It does not taste like that, so hydrate.
Cassidy B says, and I appreciate the spectrum of Bardstown offerings, proof, age, finishing grains. Plus, they're all available. Yeah, again, 10.
They're not all available. Sometimes they only show them. No, they only get them in the distillery, in the tasting room. But
I can tell you for sure that 10 is available at ABC Auburn right now. I bought it today at around $150.
Yeah, the one that we talked about last week is only available in the distillery and the tasting room.
Yeah, because our brother-in-law. Well, we haven't figured out a word for him yet.
He's still my brother-in-law.
He's mine too.
I know, he's stuck with us.
Whatever he likes to use is the same to me.
If he still comes and visits us at Thanksgiving, he's our brother-in-law.
Let's see. Brandon J says, someone's getting drunk tonight.
Yes, I did not realize it was 120.
I know, and Courtney's over here tanking, like, poured this sumbitch like third full.
It's good. It's good for you. We had rice with dinner. He'll absorb it.
Yeah, that's exactly what we did. Cuz says that was around $80, right? So yeah, a little cheaper on the single barrel.
I don't recall what it was.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yes, okay, so the least expensive one is the one I like the best. How about that?
That's great. JMax says passing on the BB10. I think that's a good choice.
I would pass on it.
On Disco 10. I think that's probably the right call.
Some people obviously like it or would like it. If you get a chance to taste it, try it and then hunt for it. But I wouldn't spend that kind of money.
I got an idea, J-Max. Why don't you come to our event? Well, it's really Chip Chip's event, but the bourbon event for the bunker in Orange Beach in late April. You can just have some, bro. See if you like it. We can bring all these.
That's right.
That's what I'm talking about. Let's see, Courtney. Is that a real backdrop or is that a green screen?
It is a real backdrop.
It needs to be a third choice.
It is a real backdrop. Jay laid all these bricks
it's
in
not
a
green
couple
screen.
of...
It's not green screen, but it's not real either.
It's a Amazon backdrop, but...
yeah,
but it does look like a brick.
Yeah, it looks good, doesn't it? When Courtney came with this idea, I
had this idea, and I'm like, it's going to look great. It's going to look great on stream. Jay's like, it's going to look like shit.
It's going to look like shit. And guess what? It doesn't look like shit. She did a great job on that one. So.
I can't believe you doubted me.
Chip says, all blenders are welcome to attend.
Nice.
That guy's a stud. This is going to be our third or fourth one. And
something we talked about, too, was a bourbon distillery tour.
Yes.
Yes. And so we need to figure out a time frame for that.
Yeah, no, we talked about it.
Fall doesn't ever work out for you. But fall's a pretty time in Kentucky.
Melee says peelable masonry. It's kind of what it is, right?
Exactly.
And a small victory says, we had rice, all good. He knows.
Right.
That man knows how to party.
That rice absorbs stuff. It's good. It's a little starchy. You got to have something like that before you have a bunch of bourbon.
Cassidy B says, I'm picking a Green River single barrel in a few weeks. I'm excited to see how it goes.
Oh, well, look at you.
Lamp post there, my man.
I'm picking some of this.
How about that? Let's see. Cassidy B says the Bourbon Trail can't handle the dozens capital.
It would be overwhelming for them for sure.
It'd be a serious group.
It would be fun.
Like, honestly.
No, we're not going to Lynchburg.
And Real Deal says we going to Lynchburg.
Absolutely not.
If it's in Tennessee, then we're not going.
No, it's in Tennessee. I will tell you, when I was in college, I drank lots of Lynchburg lemonade. And that's a Jack Daniels thing. It's like one of those pop the top sipper, cooler kind of things. It did taste really good back then. My refined palate will not allow me to have that now. What are you laughing and thinking about?
There were a lot of things I really liked about you back then. That was not one of them.
What? What wasn't one of them that I like to drink?
That's silly shit.
What's silly shit?
Lynchburg lemonade.
When I was in college, I didn't drink straight liquor. I just didn't.
By the way,
nobody did. No girls did that.
I had a moment the other day I want to tell you on
Oh, Lord. Oh, God.
I went.
Please cross my fingers.
I was at the Bell Road Y where I go to exercise in the mornings, and a car parked next to me, and it had a sticker on it, and it said H with the Netherlands flag.
Aww.
And it reminded me of your first car we met. You had an NL.
Yes, I did.
Tag, and I thought, I kept trying to figure out what the hell that meant. I didn't know, dude. I was from Oklahoma. I was a dumbass. It's because you spent time in the Netherlands.
That's correct.
But the H pisses me off because I feel like that is inauthentic.
We need to ask Don Properdickin. Where did he go?
Yeah,
did he leave us?
Where did you go, bro? Melee says, where do I start on the Kentucky Bourbon Trail? I would probably start in Louisville and work your way south.
The way we did it before, and I would probably do it again if I planned something like that, is we started in Louisville. That was like our headquarters because there's so much to do in Louisville and stay on Whiskey Row, and there's restaurants and lots of good stuff going on there. So, and then we got somebody to come pick our asses up in a bus and take us everywhere and bring us back at the end of the day.
Called Bourbon Town Tours.
It was great.
What was that guy's name? It was some real basic name.
I can't remember what his name was, but I have his card still. It was a lot of fun, and I'd probably do the same thing if we planned something as either brain drainers, bourbon blenders together.
Blake says, Chip, how often do you do these events, spring and fall? Spring and fall suck for me as far as being able to plan trips away. He's talking about our bunker events in Orange Beach.
I understand.
Yeah, we just do those in the spring. We did one in the fall this year. We did a game from Chip Chip's compound. I think it was the
I can't remember. It was a game you said didn't matter if it...
I don't remember which game it was, but we did it. We made it happen. I was really scared about it. Let's see. Cuz remembers the Lynchburg lemonades.
Thank you, Cuz.
He remembers his wife or other girls drinking them, I'm sure. Brandon J says Lynchburg lemonade. Is that like Zima?
I mean, kind of, I guess. It was...
Yes,
it was...
It is.
Yeah, it came in a little 6-pack. You felt like you were really cool when you went in with your fake ID and got your Lynchburg lemonades.
You had a fake ID?
Yes. But I usually didn't have to use it because I always looked older.
Did your daughter have one?
You know Maddie had one.
Real Deal says, what about the Chattanooga distillery? Once I hear Tennessee, I'm out, bro. That's all there is to it. Small Victory says Jolly Ranchers on Zima.
That's right.
Jeffrey Lee would say thumbs up to that one. T.R. Tucker says, would you say that Tennessee is the Huntsville of states? I don't want to... No, I don't want to say that. Look, man, Real Deal's a Huntsvillian. Dob the Bomb is a very good dude, and he's a Huntsvillian. I think Rice may be a Huntsvillian. Josh the Cat is also a Huntsvillian. I don't want to do that. But I am Madison 100%, and there's no doubt about it. Me, D. Lucky, Easterwood, AU256, and others. That's what I do. Listen, Cassidy P knows a lot about the Bourbon Trail because he has hit it a few times. I'd suggest Bardstown, which includes Heaven Hill, Bardstown Bourbon Company, and Willett.
We're going to catch this out tonight.
No, we're not.
Yes, we are. Go ahead.
Also, Lux Row is there across the highway from Bardstown Bourbon Company, and we love Lux Row stuff. And then you head up the Bluegrass Parkway toward Four Roses and Wild Turkey, which is up in Lawrenceburg, just a little bit southeast of Lexington. And I think both of those spots, Cassidy P, if I'm not mistaken, have new visitor center. I know Four Roses does. Wild Turkeys is like perpetually in development, but I think they actually do have one now. Used to roll into they had a temporary one when we went there last time at Wild Turkey, and Jimmy Russell was in there, and his fucking balls were hanging out, bro.
You did not see that.
No, I didn't see his actual balls, but I saw his. Anyway.
Moving right along.
I'm pretty sure he needed some better panties or whatever. Blake says, I was thinking you were about to say that was Don Proper Dickin. He's the man, dude. Chip says, spring and fall, we do the Orange Beach Bunker Bash between A-Day and Kentucky Derby. So JGT and Courtney.
Oh, stop.
With an I, can attend. Try to do a watch party for a football game. That would be amazing.
So,
Melee says it's pronounced Louisville, right?
Not.
A lot
Louisville.
Of people who live there.
Louisville.
Say Louisville.
Louavul.
But I was born there, and I call it Louisville.
You were born there, but you didn't ever live there, really.
Would you take back what you just said? I was born there. I got
married
married
there.
there
For like 4 years.
I got married there, and I actually grew to like you in Louisville.
Grew to like...
I did. Louisville.
You should have said grew to love you.
Grew to love you.
We did get married in Louisville.
Yeah, I know. I was there.
Not
you were
Louisville.
Too. Not Louisville. Real Deal says Tennessee whiskey is the Madison, Alabama bourbons. Real Deal, I had your back. I had your back. I refused to go in on you because you live in Huntsville, but now I don't know. Wait, hold on. His wife. She may cast a spell on me. Anyway, you're good, Real Deal. Everything's good. Let's see. Goose Flat says, JGT, what's some bourbons in your opinion are the worst of the worst? Wow, the worst one we've ever had. We had some drain pours. We had Larceny Foolproof.
I
literally
honestly
poured
don't
it down
remember.
the drain. There was another one we were like, this is absolute balls.
Because usually I can even make them a mixer, but sometimes I'm like, this is not even a mixer. Of course, some of the real bottom shelf stuff.
I remember what it is. It's that fucking Willett thing. Rowan's Creek.
Oh,
I drink that for a penance when I screw up on the board.
Creek or what's the other Willett one?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's similar. It's like totally like you're eating like mashed up flowers or something.
Yeah, they're terrible. I can't remember what it is right now, but anyway, yeah, they're terrible.
Let's see. Archie says, I'll post an actual Lynchburg lemonade story tomorrow in the bunker. Too long to post
I like this. I like this. It's probably got several juicy gems in it.
Wow. D. Lucky says, Madison slander will not be tolerated. You have been warned. The Real Deal.
Uh-oh.
You better keep your eyes out. Cuz wants to know, where's Ravin? I can text him.
I think he's working tonight.
Out. Well, I don't give a damn if he's working or not.
Well,
he's got a phone,
there's a job.
I'll text him right now.
Needs to be done.
This is what we do. This is the kind of stuff. We check on our friends, right? Courtney, please keep talking.
So let's see here. Cassidy P says, yes, they both have new ones and they're great. Jimmy has the balls out and about, but I think that's part of the charm. I don't know. Southern charm there. Is that what we're looking for?
Wait, hold on. Cassidy P says they both have new ones and they're great. Okay. Louisville?
Lovell?
Louisville?
No, it's Louvul.
Louisville. Yeah. I don't say it that way.
Yes.
But I feel like I can have my own opinion on this.
There's something unique. OTAG is talking about Lux Row.
Yes.
And there's something unique about Lux Row. Something that is there on their campus. Do you recall what it is?
Lux Row's campus, they had a peacock.
It's several peacocks.
Yeah, they did.
Yes. Yeah, Jay's trying to look up the terrible.
I was trying to look up that ass
whiskey
stuff that we had. Noah's Mill.
Noah's Mill's butthole,
That
too.
is butthole, man.
Yeah.
What's interesting is that Old Bardstown Bottled and Bond we actually like. But Rowan's Creek and Noah's Mill, dude, stay as far away from that crap. Unless you like eating flowers. Like literally just chewing on like daisies and shit.
They're not good.
Look at this. B. Haynes wants to start. I thought you lived in San Diego or Tulsa or DC.
Depends on the day, right? Depends on the day. He only lived in Louisville for like 4 years from when he was born until they moved.
Yeah, the story was like, well, you know, we were just kind of, it was time for us to move on. But the story, the actual real story is my mom went in a fucking loony bin. And I got displaced because my mom couldn't take care of me anymore.
Jay,
and
we don't have to go real
My dad had to move her out of Louisville to get her away from the fucking problem. And I was the problem. So let's just get a little deeper into that, shall we?
Hey, are you?
No, it's not a big fucking deal. I don't care. I'm not even mad about it.
Are you triggered at all?
It doesn't bother me at all.
I don't think about it at all.
Sorry, guys. I'm fine. Everything's fine. Everything's fine. Real Deal says, I never liked larceny. I don't like it either. Some people love it. J-Max says mellow corn. We had that. So J-Max, back when we were at my mom's house, we were broadcasting from my mom's house before, we did like the assest bourbons we could do to see what the most
bottom
ass
of the bottom
was.
Shelf.
And I thought mellow corn was like approaching okay.
It looked like something that was in a catheter bag. Like you're in the hospital, it's hanging on the side of the bed. That's what the mellow corn looked like.
It wasn't good, but it wasn't.
It was terrible.
It was not
awful.
Great. It was not great.
Yes.
Orange
great
pinhook,
point. Very good. Not very good.
If it doesn't have an age statement on pinhook, don't buy it. Please, God, don't. Melee says he gave up rounds.
I did. How'd you know?
That's such an easy one. We were talking to one of our friends last night at dinner, and she said, I was thinking about giving up drinking for Lent. We go, really? And
she goes, really?
Just during the weeks. Just during the week.
I was like, but the weekend's a fun time to drink. And she was like, oh, I forgot what she said, why she could do the weekends.
I don't know.
I forgot why.
Cuz says he likes the Larceny Barrel Proofs. Most recent versions are better. Yeah, I hope they're better, because we were using that as a disinfectant or something. I don't know.
Somebody asked earlier if we had seen the pictures of the Canadians removing all the bourbon from their shelves.
I hope it was Jack Daniels.
No, it was all the bourbon, but I was like, yeah, I saw that. I was like, they're just putting it in the back until things change.
Courtney and I, we've been together a long time. You're an amazing woman, an inspiring woman.
So this is when the insult comes.
No, there's no insult. We just don't talk politics a lot, me and you. Like, we just kind of...
Well, we have differing views, and that's okay. It's a healthy banter.
It's a healthy banter. Yes. You're right.
And guess what? We can actually like each other and have different political views.
You are amazing. It helps that you're hot, though.
But it's hard to come by. I was having that discussion today about a woman who I really respect.
Yo.
Like in
the morning?
Well, no. I mean, I would not be in the bed with this chick because she did. But Ruth Bader Ginsburg, and what a baller she was, and how her best friend was somebody that she completely disagreed with, and they could banter and disagree and still respect each other. And I said, that's such a lost art these days.
I don't know that Anthony Scalia was her best friend, but they
best friend in work. Her best friend at work.
That's true. That was her best work friend.
Yes.
Although I think she also liked Sandra Day O'Connor.
I will tell you, if you needed to take a what do I call it? A survey at my center, we ask, do you have a best friend at work? It's the most ridiculous fucking question I've ever heard.
Dude, they're saying on the internet, you got to really search for it because if you do a regular search, it won't show. But
okay, is this like, where's this conversation going?
No. Leslie Stahl did a 60 Minutes overtime segment on YouTube with Ruth Bader Ginsburg where she's talking about Antonin Scalia. And she's literally reading his eviscerations of her in writing on some of his opinions. And it's so funny. She reads out all these things that he's saying about her, and they're pretty mean. And she goes, "Oh, it's not nearly as bad as what she said about Justice O'Connor when she said this woman is not to be taken seriously." It's just like
that's some great stuff, man.
She said every time he would write something like that about me or Justice O'Connor, I would just take it as a prompt to come back and get him a little bit better the next time. I thought it was great. Anyway. Heaven's Hill, they actually did a play about it.
Really?
Yeah, they did a whole play about those two people and their relationship. Yeah.
Huh.
When he passed away before she did, and she spoke at his eulogy. Yes. She helped give his eulogy, and it was really good. Blake R. says Heaven Hill's Bottle and Bond is better than Bardstown's, in my opinion. Blake, I never go too far without that bad boy. Great pick. And by the way, I think it was Goose Flat asking earlier about a good cheap bourbon.
That's not cheap though.
It's like $45, something like that. This is a good one.
I think it's a little more.
Used to be allocated in our state, is no longer, but that's a good one. That's a really good one, Blake. I know you like that one, and that's why I know you're a real one, bro. Cassidy B says, I really enjoy Old Bardstown and Old Bardstown Bottled and Bond. I'm not sure why the fine Willet folks missed with Rowan's, but it's not for me.
No, thank you. Old Bardstown Bottled and Bond is amazing for its price point. It has gone up in recent years. You used to be able to get it for like
under
$18,
yeah.
And now it's like 25 to 28, which I mean, it's not a whole lot considering what we just spent on this guy that we don't like, but it is great. Just got to Orlando. Oh, look at him. What you doing in Orlando?
Maybe he's going to see the Celtics play at the Magic. I don't know. It's possible.
I don't think so.
I mean, it could.
Could be.
We're glad to have Ravin here. I feel like we've got the whole group together now. I went to the new Chuck's Fish restaurant in Madison for date night with the wife. New? I didn't know that was new. Took me an hour to get there from Huntsville. God bless. Where do you live in Huntsville? You live like down there by... What is that name of that shitty town that's like south of Huntsville? That where all the crackheads live?
I don't know.
It's called like Nutsack Creek or something. Lots of constructive criticism of my driving, comma, we made it.
Constructive criticism. I'm sure it was constructive criticism. I love it.
Cuss his Uncle Ed sounds interesting. I love Uncle Ed. He seems like a good dude. Oh, really? Canada? I'll gladly trade you Canadian Club and Crown Royal for Makers and Elijah Craig all day. Take off, Canucks.
Canucks.
Canucks. We do have some Great White North fans up in here. Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Uh-huh.
I heard that song on the Big VJ 40 countdown on 80s on 8 the other day.
Okay.
That Geddy Lee sang, Take Off. Yeah, I don't remember that song at all because it came out in 82, which is when I was just coming online. Like, I wasn't a cognitive human being until like 82, and I don't really know what's going on prior to that. Let's see what's going on. Ravin, let's see what he said. Going to the Bourbon Honey Hole tomorrow, seeing people post about BTAC in the area. BTAC would be basically anything in the Buffalo Trace sphere of influence.
Interesting.
Could be Blanton's, could be Buffalo Trace.
You know what? I'm just thinking about this now, Jay.
Could be Fireball.
We need to outsource our bourbon blend liquor store video to our child. Because she is in Tampa this week for spring break. So we need to make her go to the liquor store and do a video for us. Don't you agree?
I think that'd be a great idea. Her and her girlfriends could do that.
We'll have to be like, okay, don't go down the aisle with the Fireball and
she'll go, I don't know what this is, and I don't know what this is.
She doesn't need to talk during it. She can just video it and send it to us.
I'd rather her be clueless. That would be better.
Oh, that would be kind of fun.
D-Lucky says, yeah, maybe the issue is not Madison traffic. He's talking to Real Deal. Maybe it's just your driving that's...
Uh-oh, we gotta have fights up in here.
Real Deal. Maybe, I'm just throwing out an idea. Maybe if you had a Model 3 Performance Tesla with full self-driving, then she could blame it on the computer and you would no longer be culpable.
I have a question for you, Jay. Do you know where you can find a video about said car?
Yes. There's a new channel on YouTube called Tate's Tesla Tours.
I've heard they're a bunch of assholes, but
they do have a video up from their first trip to Columbus. My hand's way too close.
Get out of my space. Jay, get out of my space.
Yeah, we do have a video up, and if you guys want to subscribe,
it's an amazing channel. Like it is amazing.
But I do think that in that case, I think Real Deal would benefit from having full self-driving, because then when his wife gets mad at him, he goes, computer.
But here's the thing: it's eased him down on his road rage, so that has been a
Absolutely,
bonus.
there's no doubt. I'd say, man, if you want to yell at me, actually a guy was mad at me today on the interstate. I was like, it's a fucking computer, bro.
Yes.
If you want to holler at me, that's fine. And I gave him the finger. People laugh, but I really enjoy Evan Williams' white label. Now that Bottled and Bond Heaven Hill got 1 year older and $25 more, I go to the Evan Williams more often. Again, Cassidy P., I don't know if you were on the air earlier when I mentioned this, but at the Auburn ABC store today, it was behind the counter. Evan Williams, white label. Like, it's literally $26.
What?
Like, what?
That means somebody's been stealing it.
Why would you steal that?
Same reason that they steal Fireball and Hennessy, like stuff that tastes like shit.
I see the bottle of Hennessy you got on your shelf, so just let me introduce myself. My name is Courtney.
Oh.
Melee says, Cood.
Okay.
Real Deal says, went to an Excellence Resorts in the Dominicana, paid extra for the premium package, better alcohol, only to find out Jim Beam was the only bourbon. Sad week.
Let us tell you, we know exactly what you're talking about.
Me and Cuz know the pain.
So did you go to, is this recently?
You could have, it could be Excellence
El
Punta
Carmen
Cana. It could be El Carmen.
Cana.
And then there's a new one?
No, that's in Mexico. There's the new ones in Mexico.
El Carmen and Punta Cana are your choices. Yes. We have been to both at least twice. We've
only been to El Carmen once.
We've been twice.
No, El Carmen once.
We've been to EPC 3 or 4 times.
We've been to EPC like 5 times.
5 times, Courtney says. Anyway, Real Deal, please continue to give us information on that, because I want to be bitching about that.
We love Excellence Resorts.
Talking about BTAC.
We're going
Blake
twice
R
this
says
year.
Eagle Rare. He said Eagle Rare, and also that's his favorite from Buffalo Trace, which should be $35. It ends up being $55 a lot of times, but it's still a good pour.
Yeah, it's a good pour.
Bego, my man, just stopping by. What's up, Tates? Glad to have you.
Nice to see you.
Glad to have you there, bro. It says, I never could give up the wheel.
You know, Jay and I have differing views on this, so he loves it. It makes me anxious, so.
Raven says a bottle with a white label that just says bourbon.
Yes.
D-Lucky, would that work?
That would be very similar to the mellow corn we were talking about earlier.
D-Lucky and
or Lord Calvert is the other one that would qualify as that.
Cassidy B says, Evan White gets busy in a Burger King bathroom. Cassidy P is crazy. Allow him to amaze thee. They say I'm ugly, but... Wait, he's not ugly.
No.
But it just don't faze me. He's getting in the girl's pants, and he's even got his own dance.
Okay, let's go.
Digital Underground, Courtney.
Okay,
God.
thank you.
Cuz says, Real Deal, the trick is you take your own bourbon.
Yeah, that's what we've had to do.
If you get a corkage fee, Courtney charges me a corkage fee. Yes, Ravin, for real, still had it last fall. Not sure what they're charging now, but it used to be 40 or 50. But I'm guessing they may have adjusted the pricing due to demand, talking about some of those BTAC delicious bourbons. Chip says, Real Deal, do you enjoy the Lagavulin like the Free American in your avatar? Talking about, it's from Parks and Rec. And OTAG says, make sure it's a plastic bottle. That's how you know it's a real.
That's how you know it's a real. That's how you know you have a problem.
And the Deluxe says 100% effective bourbon. Okay, we got some news, Courtney, some bourbon news somewhere along here. It's almost time for the bourbon news.
Yes.
Here's Courtney's bourbon news, bourbon happenings.
Okay, so I read a little something. I'm not sure how true it is, but I'm going to go ahead and share it anyway.
What do you mean? It's not rumors.
Well, I mean, it was.
That's how rumors get started.
There was 2 sources. I mean, but I'm not really familiar with the true sources. But anyway.
What was it like?
It was like CostcoRumors.com.
Okay.
But anyway, allegedly at a Costco, several Costcos in California, showed up on the shelves, and their bourbon selection was King of Kentucky, which is very hard to find, and as a secondary value, like craziness, typically. They found it there at $260, which is a lot of money, but the secondary can be up to like $2,000 for this bottle.
Wow.
This particular bottle is 16 years. It is a Brown-Forman product. Trying to remember what else there was about it.
They think it will be on sale in Alabama and Florida.
Allegedly. There was like 6 states, and the 2 states that were anywhere close to us, they said it was going to show up in Alabama and Florida in Costco's. So keep an eye out. You never know. You could roll in there and find one of those, and I would pay $2.64 because I just want to taste it.
Oh, I would do that 100%.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of slapdicks that go to Costco, including me and you, and they may not even know what the fuck that is.
Right. It doesn't sound... It was a product that was around for years and died off, and then Brown-Forman brought it back in like 2016 or something like that. So it's newer on the market, if you want to put it that way.
Refreshed.
And refreshed, excuse me, yes. So
Cuz says he's planning a trip to Costco.
Yeah, 130 proof.
Norman says, my nose is big like a pickle. I'm still getting laid. I get laid by the ladies. You know who's in charge?
Yes.
Both how I'm living and the king is large. I get stupid. All right, by the way. He got me started, man. This is back. Real Deal was going to follow up. Last January, we were disappointed in the food and beverages. Room was nice, though. We kind of got spoiled at Ex-Carré in Mexico for all-inclusives.
Oh, I'm sorry that you were disappointed in food and beverages. Because, so when I go to an all-inclusive, I'm not expecting amazing food because it's an all-inclusive. So I'm expecting edible food that I can absorb the liquor that I'm going to drink. Now, we did take our duty-free liquor into the duty-free bourbon, and would take it out to the pool and drink out there with that. But I just love the service in the Dominican. We always have really, really good service. So Jamaica, I hope you had good service.
Jamaica's not great on the service tip.
Yeah.
Raven says he's going to try the new Costco next to the new Tesla place in Pensacola.
Okay, hey.
Oh my God, he's already got me. I got a halfie on that one right there.
Yeah, that's 2 things right there for Jay.
And Cuz says, planning a trip to Costco now. I think it'd be a good choice, cousin.
I know. I mean, sometimes these rumors are true.
That's how rumors get started.
Yes.
Started by the lovely people with the big boobies.
Rumors.com.
Also, Barrel Toasted Vintage dropping. It dropped on the 5th, which would be yesterday.
The reason I brought this up is because we so enjoyed our toasted experience from Peerless last week. I was like, ooh, that sounds really good. Here's the kicker. There's only 330 bottles coming out. So I don't know where you would be able to find it, but it's going to be about $200. So if anybody, keep a lookout for this guy.
Look at that bottle. Isn't that a beautiful bottle?
I imagine that would be pretty tasty.
That's a very Auburn-looking bottle, actually. Yeah. I think Auburn enthusiasts would be happy with that bottle.
I like that. It's nice. It's a nice one.
Yeah, and we've had really good luck with Barrel. That's good shit, man. We kind of got a little bit burnt out on the Ambarana. It's a little sweet. As I sip on my Penelope Rio.
Oh, no, that's super sweet.
That's the sweetest bourbon there is. Speaking of that, batch 4 of Penelope Rio is out. This is batch 2. That I've been drinking here lately.
That stuff is good.
It is. It's like dessert bourbon, really.
Yeah.
And they say that it's not flavored.
What's the proof on it?
But I think it is.
It's only like 90, isn't it?
I strongly believe. 98.
98. Okay. I mean, it's aight.
Cuz says bourbon transport device is important to the pool. You damn right it is.
That is true. Because you don't want to take the glass out there. You need to take a large. Well, you could use something similar to this.
Melee said she said duty free.
Duty.
Usually we say booty free.
Booty free.
Booty free. Old Ezra 7 no longer allocated ? That is actually because I was at the Auburn ABC store today and they had Old Ezra out the ass. And Old Ezra previously was allocated. And so now you can just roll up in the ABCs and just pick that bad boy up. Now it should be about $35. It's actually like probably $65 now.
But the Old Ezra 7 wasn't allocated before. Then it became allocated. And
now it's back out.
I mean, so I don't understand.
My thought is that the bubble is completely bursting now.
They gotta get that shit out.
Yeah. And it says deal steal of the week, but I already showed you guys that. That was the wild turkey.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, rare breed. Yeah, that was $45 at the ABC store. That is pretty damn good, if you ask me.
I agree.
I mean, that's a damn good...
It's a nice bottle too. Nice looking bottle.
It is a nice looking bottle.
For the price point, yes.
Let's see. Chip says, can't wait for JGT to pop that F4AU bottle when they win the Natty. I said I wouldn't open it until they got to the Final Four again, thinking we're right.
I don't know.
They got a 37% chance to make the Final Four.
They have 0% chance right now because they ain't anywhere near it. So that's my opinion. You got to work hard to get there. Fucking, they call it March Madness for a reason, Jay. You go in there and you can shit all over the place in one game, and it's all over. You don't get another chance.
Have you ever seen that happen?
Yeah. Yes. Every year somebody takes a big dookie all over it.
Is that like the time that you went and played Sewanee in Hanover and got your shit packed in?
I did, and I would graciously tell you that yes, it was 9-1.
No, it was 11-1.
It was 9-1. It was not double digits.
I was there.
Jay, you can come up with whatever story.
You were busy getting your ass beat. I was watching it. I was embarrassed. We were wearing a trancy sweatshirt with that shit going on.
Anyway, don't come to my games if you don't like the decisions that are made on the field. I
felt like I needed to go there to get you to put out. I'm not saying whether it worked or it didn't, but we do have a child. What?
Stop!
I'm sorry. Oh, look at that. Raven says I wouldn't mind a tug.
I'm gonna ask that next time you change your
a tug.
Wait, this is another one of my favorite words. Verbiage. Verbiage.
Yeah.
Verbiage. Yes.
Blake says you mean like against Yale last year, Courtney?
Exactly. Shat all over the floor.
Yeah, it kind of did.
Like they had the runs.
Casty B says rare breed at 45 is solid, 114 proof, wild turkey, low rye goodness, and Jimmy Russell balls.
Does he have 3 balls? Damn.
Well,
maybe that's one hangout.
he was
when you're old, that's what old men do. They jack up their
britches.
Their britches all the way up here with the belt, and then you see all the business.
That's what Lyndon Johnson said on the White House tape. He's like, man, I need a little extra space in there for my fucking ball bag or whatever. Did he say something like that?
Yeah. For my balls.
I was just like, damn, bro. He apparently was real outspoken about how big his dick was, though.
Well, hey.
If you got it, talk it, right?
Yeah.
Right. Oh, by the way, we didn't talk about this before the show. We saw 2 movies this week.
We did see 2 movies.
We saw Baby Girl, which is Nicole Kidman, pretty forgettable.
Yeah.
It's okay.
I mean, at first I was like, it starts out, anybody hasn't seen it, it starts out with nothing except you hear her basically having an orgasm at the beginning of this movie. And
which
I'm like,
isn't awful, but.
No, it's not awful, but I'm like, wow, that's the way you start. And it just wasn't, it was forgettable.
Yeah, it was pretty forgettable.
I was hoping for better.
We also saw September 5, which was about how ABC dealt with the kidnappings and murders at the 72 Olympics. And it was kind of like a minute by minute how they were trying to decide what to do with their broadcasts.
That was really
good. Going on. That was good. It wasn't like the most amazing thing ever.
I thought it was really good.
But it was good.
That was really good.
We picked those. Well, we picked the September 5 because it got a nominee for Oscar for Best Adapted Screenplay. And it was good.
It was good.
And then Baby Girl was just because I thought we could see Nicole Kidman naked. But
of course you're going to see Nicole Kidman naked. She always is naked in her movies.
But the movie
you're always going to see boobage.
It just lost, I don't know. Like the last 45 minutes just boring.
It just wasn't. There could have been a lot better plot to it than there was.
Yeah, she had some nice plots. Arvin says, I heard that Bama had senior night after the game. Courtney, I don't even think you know this, but check this out. So Alabama and Florida played the other day at Alabama.
I saw the game.
Florida beat them.
Right.
The coach said they wanted to do senior night after the game.
Why after?
So the Bama fans all were pissed off about losing the game, which I don't blame them, and they left, and then the seniors were out there in like a 10% full arena.
Oh, that sucks.
I mean,
and they're a really good team too, so like...
Yeah, they are really good.
That sucks. Why? I thought everybody did that shit before a game.
What was your senior day like?
My senior day?
Did you?
I didn't have a senior day. Do you recall this? Yeah, I got kicked off the fucking field hockey team.
You talking about at Ballard?
Yes.
What about at Transy?
Transy, I didn't play my senior year either. I worked.
That sucks. Cassidy P says, can't spell LBJ without...
Balls?
What was the word he used? He used one of those. Like,
my ball sack.
My ball bag.
My ball bag.
You gotta give me some extra room for my ball bag. We got some other stuff we want to talk about. Is it time for Courtney's Cornir?
It's pretty damn close.
Well, then we'll start playing the song. I did edit it down, so it's a little bit shorter this time, guys.
But it is. I need to turn it up for this jam.
But it's time for the Courtney's Corner song, and we've edited it down. Here we go.
Streets, torn shoes, and faded jeans in Courtney's Corner. We were kings. The bourbon flows and the laughter's loud. We and by so proud.
All right, there you go. There's
There you
Courtney's
go.
Corner.
How about that? I like it. I like the edited version.
All right, so this is going to be for best condiment.
Condiment, not condoms. I mean, that could be a different Courtney's Corner. That would definitely be Courtney's Corner with an I.
Courtney's Cornir. Yeah, and the answer to there is XXX Magnums, like the extra,
Why would you know that?
extra large.
Why they'd fall off?
That's funny. That's funny considering the truth. Okay.
So
best
condiment.
Best condiment.
Yes.
Corneri is what Chip calls it.
Cornier.
All right. Best condiment. Courtney, take it away. Take it away.
Okay. Hands down, there's only one kind of mayonnaise to eat. And this is going to piss some people off down here in the South because they're going to say Dukes, and I say, hell no. It is the Hellman's mayonnaise.
You notice I got the Hellman's on there.
I know.
Yeah, I know the truth.
Because you know if you come home with any other mayonnaise, I'm going to be pissed.
I've seen it happen.
Right.
My mom liked Dukes, but you hate it. You like
ketchup. Okay, ketchup goes on a hot dog. I'm going to piss some people off here too.
No.
Ketchup goes on a hot dog. No. Ketchup goes with fries.
It doesn't go on a hot dog.
But
Courtney.
Here's the thing with ketchup. You do not.
Tell her.
No, quiet.
Tell her.
Quiet. Ketchup does not go on the fries. Ketchup has to be on the side, and you dip the fries into the ketchup. That's the way it happens. Ranch. There is nothing wrong with ranch on almost anything. Ranch is delicious. Love to have ranch. Love homemade ranch. That's even better. And I have a special affinity for aioli. I love it with my French fries.
French dressing.
Fries. Yes, amazing. Because all it is basically homemade mayonnaise with garlic added to it, and it's just delicious. And then hot sauce. I love any hot sauce. Hot sauce on all kinds of any kind of meat. Delicious.
Ravin says mustard on hot dog, and he is 100% correct.
That's a man thing. I'm sorry.
He is also male because he knows that girls only do ketchup on hot dogs. It's not a guy thing. Cuz says no to ketchup. I'm glad to see that he is 100% on.
These are all correct. Men in here. That's the problem.
Whoa, hold on. We don't know that.
Exactly.
Mike might be Michaela. Might be hiding behind a dam, Says Hellman's is owned by Gina.
Well, I mean, here's the thing. It still tastes delicious. There's going to be a big tariff on it then, I guess.
Blake says ketchup does not belong on a hot dog.
Ketchup does belong on a hot dog. I'm sorry.
Let's see what...
Okay, well, let's see that later. We have to finish our condiments.
Oh, yes. Is it my turn?
Jay, it's your turn.
Wait, you put hot sauce. What did that?
Hot sauce. That'll be a discussion for later on because there are different kinds of hot sauces. But I love hot sauce. I love to add it on things. I love to put it on my meat, my chili, soups. What else do I love it on? Any kind of Mexican food, love it on there.
Hot sauce? I can't believe you actually put hot sauce. That's like saying I like...
Here's the thing.
Sky.
Here's the thing.
What about it?
Because maybe this is a follow-up, Jay, okay, to best hot sauces out there. Okay, maybe that's my next one.
Courtney's
I'm not going to... Yes.
Don't
blow my cover.
My favorite condiment is going to be hot Szechuan sauce. It's actually Tang's Szechuan spicy sauce, which we actually had for dinner tonight. Mm-hmm. I absolutely love that sauce. It's unbelievable. It's got some heat on it. It's got some sweet on it. It's got some muy delicioso.
It is delicious.
And it gets Courtney in a really randy mood usually. Don Proper Dickens says, are you rightfully or wrongfully combining condiments with sauces? I've done it.
Okay, we had this discussion last week.
I've done it.
Okay. So, a condiment is something that just embellishes a food. Okay.
Can we just say it complements?
Complements a food.
Thank you.
A condiment that, okay, whatever. I'm so sorry I didn't use the right adjective.
Best condiment on cereal, Courtney?
Oh,
Milk?
I don't know about that. That sounds pretty gross.
Norman just says salsa? I don't know. How did I miss that?
I don't like salsa. I don't know.
It works great with chips, doesn't it?
Yeah, but that's a dip.
Chips?
Chips and dip.
Do you want more salsa? Buffalo sauce for me can go in a lot of different ways. You can use that on fries. You can use that on your Chick-fil-A. You can use that, God, all kinds of things.
I forgot Chick-fil-A sauce.
No,
that's good stuff.
I don't eat it anymore. After I found out it has 150 calories per serving.
You just use it. Hey, come here. We're finishing the bottle.
I got something else in there. Heinz ketchup, Heinz mustard. I mean, they have they're pretty applicable. And then sweet onion sauce, which they sell now.
Sounds disgusting.
It's the Subway like sweet onion sauce. It can work in a lot of different ways. And also Kinder's teriyaki sauce. I like that a lot usually on the Blackstone. I don't know if Chip would use that, but that's good. Blake's is hot buffalo, Jay. Absolutely. Really hotter the better until you get to like 90% hot. And then it gets too much for me. But, Mike is speaking the truth on this one. Crystal hot sauce on crackers? Absolutely. Actually, Courtney's on board with that too. She likes Crystal.
So I love Crystal hot sauce on my Cajun food.
Oh, yeah.
Love that. That's my favorite kind. Yes. Oh, the Chick-fil-A honey roasted barbecue sauce. That is pretty tasty, especially if you get like grilled nuggets or a grilled sandwich.
You got to get grilled,
Those are really
right?
good.
If you get the grilled chicken sandwich, you get the
Yeah,
CFA honey
that is
roasted
good.
barbecue, which is really good.
So I did see a lot of defectors from my mayonnaise. A lot of people didn't care for my mayonnaise. But here's the thing, I love mayonnaise. And I used to really love, my grandmother used to make a homemade mayonnaise recipe, and it was so good. And I remember making it with her and being at the KitchenAid and making it together and slowly pouring the olive oil in. But nobody in my family ever had the recipe.
I know, we went through your mom's recipe box, which had
We went
literally
through my grandmother's recipe book.
500
Yeah,
recipes in
I
it.
was like, we've got to find this.
And there was not
We
one in
didn't.
there.
So I'm going to have to spend like one of my vacation times like figuring this fuck out. Figuring it out together. I'm going to do this.
Can we just pay $3.99 and get some fucking Hellmann's? I mean, like,
No,
what difference
it's
does
so
it
much
make?
better than Hellmann's. Like it's so good. And that was the kind that you would just spread on stone wheat thins and eat.
Stone.
She used to also make pressed chicken. Has anybody ever had pressed chicken?
Yeah, you have that on the on a Cuban, right?
I don't think so.
Pressed Cuban. Yeah. Some...
No. Like the chicken's actually like pressed down. Yeah, it's really good.
Ravince's tartar sauce, man. When you're having that fish.
Hell no.
Oh no, 100%. I'm on board.
100% no.
If you're having fish.
Tartar sauce sucks butt.
Oh no. No, when you're
Yes.
eating fish, it's you
No,
gotta have
malt
it.
vinegar on fish. Sorry.
Oh, that is a good pick.
Fried fish, malt vinegar.
Let's see. Don Properdickens says Duke's mayo, French's mustard. Okay. I don't hate that. I
Clover
don't hate
Valley
that.
ketchup. What is that?
And what
Never
is
even heard of that.
catsup, bro? No effing compromise. Clover Valley catsup.
I've never even heard of Clover Valley. That sounds like, wait, is that one of those generics from one of those stores?
Catsup.
Is that one that says ketchup and that's
What is
it?
catsup? What the fuck is that? Let's see what else we got here. O-Tag says Cajun Ranch on wings. I've never had that, but it sounds interesting.
Sounds good.
B. Haynes, you may know her from across the street. Tabasco smoked chipotle. And then Mike's Hot Honey, which she has served on her
Oh, give me a...
the board. Charcuterie board.
Did you say charcuterie?
Charcuterie. Our friend Bridget calls it a charcuterie. So I'm just telling you what she said. Blake says Crystal or Louisiana hot sauce. We own both.
Yes.
Tapatio or Black Label Valentina, a.k.a. Valentina, for my Mexican hot sauces. Black Label. If you got to go Black Label for the Valentina.
Yes.
I don't love Tapatio, but it's very popular. I think it's one of those that's just always in the Mexican restaurants.
True.
Everywhere we go, it's got Tapatio, and they usually have the white label Valentina where we go, or the yellow label. Black label is better. Man, I'm in on a subreddit in our hot sauce, and they recently did like their favorite hot sauces or least favorite hot sauces matrix. My God, it was like a civil war in there. Like it was just like.
Well, that may be a civil war here on Courtney's Cornir.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. But we do own Crystal or Louisiana, and I think they're both really good if you're eating Cajun.
Yes.
Or you're going on crackers like Mike said earlier.
Yes.
Eric G says, I'll take the condom thing for $8,000.
That's perfect. I love it.
It's a big hat. It's funny.
I'll take the condom thing.
It's a big hat. It's funny. Chip says, at B. Haynes, that Tabasco smoked chipotle is good stuff. Haven't had it in a while.
Oh, you used to get that at Chipotle, didn't you?
Yes, that is exactly what that is. Mm-hmm. Boy, it's hot though, man. If you put too much on your chipotle, you will be fucked up, man. It'll warm you up. But yeah, it is really.
Is that when you like? Are there little like cartoon like air coming out your booty when you eat that? It's like your eyeballs come out, smoke comes out your ears and out your butt.
Let's see, worst hot sauces ever: Jamaican Hellfire and Scorpion. They destroyed me, and I like hot
terrible.
stuff. The Scorpion stuff is very divisive on our hot sauce. I promise you that. I've not heard of Jamaican Hellfire. I think they've talked about it there. Chick-fil-A sauce hack on YouTube is on point. 160 calories per serving.
Here's the thing. The Chick-fil-A sauce you can now buy at the Walmarts. So, like, I would just do that probably.
The actual one. Don says if you don't have Yum Yum sauce, we do have Yum Yum sauce.
Oh, that is a good one.
It slaps if you're
that
doing
is a good one. Anytime you're having hibachi.
Rice. Yeah, hibachi. You got to have it. You got to have it.
Yeah, that is true.
Don Ho, I believe, is the regular one.
Yeah.
Isn't he the singer? He also hummed a little note on somebody's wiener one time. Chip says, need that generic white can black letter mayonnaise.
No, absolutely not.
Absolutely
no, that's disgusting.
Real Deal says potted meat product with some Tabasco might be the caviar of the South.
How about that? That sounds delicious.
I worked as a concrete contractor for my granddad a couple summers, and those dudes used to eat potted meat product, and I was like, bro, you need to tell me what that is before I eat it.
Know.
They were like, I don't know, it tastes good. I'm like, I'm not doing it. So let me go.
Screw the cat.
Let me go eat this McRib. It's 1,000 calories. One of the guys we used to work with, Ed and Gerald Garner, they used to eat hog head. They called it souse. It was literally hog head. I was like,
awful.
bro, is that what I think it is? Like, yeah, pretty good. I'm like, I don't know. Cassidy P says, Don Properdick, and any hibachi meal is incomplete without the Yum Yum sauce.
That is true.
100%.
And there are some people that just lather it all over their stuff. I don't really like that. I just like to dip my meat in it.
Me and Maddie do that. I know.
To dip my meat in it.
Miss Courtney does not do that.
No.
Let's see. Ravin says, I'm trying to figure out how the main ingredient in tartar sauce is Courtney's #1 condiment and she doesn't like it. Great question, Ravin.
Okay, I
or
can
great
very
statement.
simply tell you the answer. I don't care for relish. And I'm sure that's what's in it, right?
That's true. Well, I think in the...
I don't know what's in tartar sauce,
the
but there's
redneck.
something in there that I don't like.
Yeah, it's like pickles. It's
It's got to be pickles or I don't know. I've never looked at the ingredients of tartar sauce. I just don't like it.
Some people like their cucumbers pickled, Courtney.
But I love malt vinegar on my fried fish.
Don says crystal and mucho extra salt on a chili dog is next level.
Salt is a condiment, so, there you go.
Why would you do that?
Extra salt on a chili dog is next level. That sounds
Why
terrible.
would you do that? Like, I feel like you're just asking to get fucked up on that, man. Chip says one of my favorite Smashing Pumpkin songs is mayonnaise. You spelled it wrong. It's mayo and nays with only one N.
Oh my
I promise
gosh.
you, look this up, Chip.
Oh my
And
God,
you know
it's okay.
you know the pumpkins better than I do, no doubt. But it's only one N for the pumpkins. Sweet Baby Ray's honey barbecue sauce, which we like.
That sounds pretty good.
Sweet Baby Ray. That is what it's called, isn't it? Chip says, do you mean the Beatles mean Mr. Mustard? I love it. Real Deal says he was just joking about the potted meat product.
Okay.
He was just joking. Melee says potted meat on Captain's wafers.
Captain's wafers.
Mike says souse meat is gross. There was no way I was going to eat that. Because Gerald offered it to me and I said, no way, dude. It's the head of an animal. What if I turn into like some... I don't know. Like, you shouldn't be eating that.
We eat all parts of the animal we don't know about, but
You mean a hot dog is pure beef, Courtney? What do you mean? Don Properdick says potted meat, LOL. These folks are jumping out of the redneck closet. Potted meat on premium crackers, LOL. Cassidy B says he's out. Night Blenders. So glad Maddie T donated her space so we can reconvene.
I don't know that she donated it.
I don't know if she donated it.
Told her.
It was annexed.
Yeah, she was like, I can't believe we take my room. And I'm like, it's not your room. You don't pay rent here.
Yeah, bitch, you're like graduating.
No.
Go live your life. Real Deal says, by the way, Cassidy P, thank you for being here, bro.
Thank you.
The Real Deal says mustard is not on the list, but I always put mustard on my dish so the wife won't swipe my meal. Great idea.
There you go. So mustard
Smart.
must be something about testosterone and mustard.
Smart.
That's what I'm saying. Like, all the men on here are like, mustard.
Because girls are the ones who like ketchup on a hot dog.
I mean, so, tastes good.
Ravin says Billy Corgan, the half-brother of Bill Barr. There's actually been some chatter about this. And was it Billy or Bill that got pissed off about it? Do you know who Billy Corgan is?
No.
Lead singer of the
Okay.
Pumpkins. He's kind of a mercurial personality. I guess Bill Barr is too. But I know Bill Barr best as the half of the World Series of Dice commentary team. D. Lucky says Ravin. He is not. He may not be, but dude, he got really pissed off like in an interview and like stormed off. I think, wasn't it? Oh, I know what it was. It was Howie Mandel set up them to talk on a podcast, and he got all mad and like ran off. Said, "You're a bitch. I'm not doing this, Howie. You're a dick."
That's funny.
Howie Mandel isn't a dick, is he? Let's see. Chip says that Billy Corgan was on Rogan a few days ago discussing said controversy. He does not think so. Okay. Very good. Joe Rogan.
So we had a very important what?
Yeah, Courtney's Corner last week, right?
Yes. So last week we had a very important discussion about cereal, right? Iconic cereals. So I had a homework assignment for some of y'all. Well, for all of y'all. I want to know if anybody participated in it.
Did you go look at your cereal aisle?
Did you go look at your cereal aisle? Did you take photographic evidence of your cereal aisle? Because I know the Tates did, and I know that Cousin Becky did as well.
I know Cousin Becky did as well. So.
But I will tell you, I was going to do 2 stores, and I only made it to 1. So I only get a 50% on my homework project.
Vince's show will get to the bottom of it. Yeah, it'll only take 3 hours, but yeah, he'll get to the bottom of it. This must be the healthy aisle right here.
This is Publix, and this is the healthy portion of the cereal aisle. Nothing there I want to eat. Nothing I want to eat. I don't know about y'all, but...
Hold on, there's some shit here I would eat for sure.
Did you see there's something down there called Magic Spoon? Like, what the fuck?
What happens with that?
If it's a magic spoon, does it... Do you find money in the cereal box?
That cashew stuff, I would eat that, I think.
No.
You could just put some sugar on it. It wouldn't be a big deal.
Look at the prices on it.
This Cascadian Farm Cinnamon
$6.
Crunch, I would knock the bottom out of that.
What happened to real cereal prices? Like, this is ridiculous how much they are.
This right here is probably the same as that kick shit that you serve at the center.
You look how much it is. It says $8.59.
Oh my God, that's brutal.
Oh, that's Catalina Crunch. It was $8.59.
Melee says, what is Ghost Crunch?
I know, exactly.
I'll tell you, no.
It says it's a protein cereal.
What is this one up here?
Wait a minute, does it say 16 grams of protein?
That's pretty good.
Okay.
Is this called Weebelox?
I don't know.
What is this shit?
I don't know, but if I have not heard of it before, I don't know that I want it.
Oh, Jack says looks like horse feed.
Exactly. I was at Feeder Supply.
All right, let me move down the line here.
Now, here we go. Here's some classics. Some amazing ones.
By the way, Eric, I laughed my ass off you saying Rogan offered to pay it for a DNA test. Of course he did. Of course he did.
So we got the amazing Lucky Charms, right? Some Lucky Charms, some Kicks, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, classic.
That's good.
There's something here, a Reese's Puff cereal.
Oh, sorry, guys.
What the hell is that? Come on now.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch waffle?
Loaded Cinnamon Toast Crunch waffle. I mean, what is that?
I do see some Post Raisin Bran, which I'm a fan
there's
of.
one box. Look, no, it's up there on the shelf. Somebody put it back up there and walked away.
No, it's because they're sold out. There's only that many left.
No, that's not what that is.
We continue on with the stuff here.
Okay, so we have some glazed donut holes cereal.
Oh, wait, hold on. I got a special picture for that.
That is just ridiculous.
We'll probably have to do that later.
I don't understand that.
Glazed donut holes.
We have several flavors of this, which is just
There's
gross.
a glazed frosted flake, which I bet is very similar to the glazed Apple Jacks.
That's what it says.
It's not, it's not.
You got some Rice Krispies up there. That's the real deal there.
Some Publix
Frosted
Raisin
Flakes,
Bran.
Raisin Bran plus Publix
You see
Raisin
this?
Bran.
Kellogg's has a crumble cereal, like crumble cookie cereal.
Oh my God.
Did you know that the one with the most sugar? I looked this up because was the Kellogg's Raisin Bran Crunch, which I loved when I was 315 pounds. And it has like 30 grams of sugar in it.
Nobody would think that was the one that had the most sugar
I
in
know,
there.
that's the trick. I was like, I'm eating Raisin Bran, I'm good. And then I'm 315 pounds. I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with me?
I bet you were regular.
No, you're regular. There's your
Look
glazed
at that.
donut holes.
Apple cinnamon glazed donut holes. Buy one, get them for free. And in Alabama, you can just get one for half price. In Florida, they fuck you over. You have to get 2.
That little fucker's a cinnamon stick. The little long...
Look at that little donger.
I would not eat that.
No.
I mean, I like Apple Jacks and shit, but who we got more? There's a Raisin Bran Crunch.
Yes.
Frosted Mini Wheats. Like, look at how they market this to kids, man.
Yes.
This is so exploitative.
Look at the level that it's at, right? Because that's where the kids walk.
Right. In a regular aisle, you want to be higher, right? But in this level, you want to be lower.
But I'm surprised the cornflakes are at that level.
Yeah, they're
but
high.
the Cocoa
Look how high
Pebbles,
they are. They're the top for the most part.
No, the cornflakes down here at the bottom, like the real cornflakes.
Oh, yeah.
That's interesting.
Maybe they see a cock and they think something, They're It's all about conditioning.
Look at this. What the hell? Oh my God.
Kelsey mix. Hell no, man.
Look at this. Not only that, but Reese's Puff, Cinnamon Toast Crunch, and Lucky Charms, and you can be football player. Like, what the fuck? No.
This is
That's
awful.
awful.
First of all, man.
It's awful.
Those guys seem cool, but fuck them. I don't like them.
Kit Kat cereal? Are you serious?
Like, does it say how much sugar's in that bitch?
Yeah, you'd have to look at the label. I should have picked it up and looked at the label, but...
Oh, wow.
And there's the classic Cookie Crisp. We talked about that last week. I might need to buy a box of Cookie Crisp just to have it. I don't think I've ever had it. Eat it. And here, Oreo Puffs cereal.
Oh, my God. Look at this. It has real Oreo in it, Courtney.
Has real Oreo and marshmallows. Are you kidding me? I mean, that sounds delicious, but terrible.
I don't know. I think it's got some of those sugar numbers on the front there.
That's crazy.
They have a thing that's called Fruity Pebbles pancake syrup. I swear to God, it's red.
It's gross.
Like there's kids eating that, bro.
Ugh.
They grew up to be 315
Chip,
pounds.
have you ever had the Reese's Puff cereal? He says only the giant size will do.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh, look at that. Look at that drunkard. Look at the spray of water that when he landed on. Man, she is so cool. Who is that chick?
She looks like she's ready to party, man.
She looks like she's ready to go to bed.
You look special needs in that picture, seriously. And I got to get myself one here. Kanuman was the one who did that expertise.
That is amazing.
Yeah, that's really good.
That Photoshop. I mean, it looks like it's Photoshopped. It's not Photoshopped at all.
So we got to look at a lot of cereals there. And some people are just shocked by it. A lot of cereal fans in here.
Mm-hmm.
Ravin says, I read Magic Spoon. Mine goes to Salad Fingers. He was talking about that. Melee says, where's the Kang Vitamin? I don't know what that means.
King Vitamin.
That's a real one?
Yes, King Vitamin cereal is something from many years ago.
Does he go ask him out? Melee says, just dump a bag of Hershey miniatures into milk at this point. He's not kidding. Like, yes, I know.
Mm-hmm.
This is me. I mean, this is totally me, man. Yeah, whatever. T-Roy Tiger says, I'm sending these pics to RFK Jr. Stat and CCing Rogan. We'll do a 7-hour show about it. Where he'll talk about how the aliens did this shit, man. Otag says, yeah, at this point, just snort a couple lines of sugar off your plate for breakfast.
Yes.
You're not lying about that.
Mm-hmm.
Melee says, where did it go? There we go. Can you get garlic breadsticks in bulk at the duty-free
I mean, that's obviously
store?
where I got them from because they sell them there. That's how I had them in the Caribbean when Joe was passed out.
Real Deal says, does that Oreo Puffs come with diabetes?
It comes with insulin.
Diabetes?
At the bottom, that's your prize in the bottom of the cereal box.
Eric G says, I had 1 week to live. I need a box of Fruit Loops cereal every day until my heart stopped.
Oh, I do love Fruit Loops, man.
How
about this? How about this? Not only that,
one.
but you could make a necklace of the Fruit Loops and like sit and eat the Fruit Loops off the necklace.
Boy, when you talk about making a necklace out of something, I was...
Nope, Jay, no.
I was getting kind of excited about it.
Nope.
But I didn't.
What are you going for?
I don't know. I'm just grabbing shit off the plot. This is the Thomas S. More Madeira casks. I believe we got this at the Troy Drawdown a couple years ago.
Oh, Chip's talking about a cereal bar. And I think he said in New York, it's like a giant wall of dispensers.
Oh, my God.
That's amazing.
Are you serious?
That's kind of like when I went in the M&M store.
Yeah?
Oh.
Did you get some?
I saw in Las Vegas. It was amazing. It had all kinds of specialty M&Ms and all these dispensers. It was amazing. But then when I looked at the prices, they were crazy. I was like, I'll just go get regular M&Ms.
Anyway, long story short, cereal it's gotten really bad for Americans. This is what happens to the kids.
Yep.
You got to break them of that habit.
Yep.
We didn't do that with Madison. We made her eat grits and sausage. Good stuff, like grits and sausage.
Well, I grew up...
And Wiggle Treats.
And you probably did too, that you grew up when you had to have a hot breakfast. We never had a cold breakfast. I had something before I went to school every day, and it had to be something hot.
This shit makes me laugh when you tell these stories.
What do you mean?
Because you grew up rich, and then I was poor.
It is not... Oh, my God.
And then it switched,
I did
not
not grow up rich.
Early on, you did.
Okay, but what's the point of that?
Because... This whole we had hot breakfast.
And my mother was at home, and your mother was at home.
No, my mother was in bed with her fucking emotional breakdown shit.
Stop.
Your mom didn't have that problem.
Anyway.
Well, she had a different problem.
Yes, we would. I would at least have to have toast and eggs in the morning.
Definitely did not have that. Absolutely not. Not one time in my life.
Toast and eggs.
Never.
My dad and I would sit there, and I would have scrambled eggs with toast, and he would have sunny side up.
Cereal is bad for Americans? Are you cereal?
I know. Are you serious? Blake, how much you been drinking, baby?
Otex says Chip, my wife, took the kids there and they loved it.
Oh, I bet. Well, I mean, it'd be really cool to go and visit. I have no doubt that would be cool to visit.
No, this is interesting. We have not ever had this conversation in 33 years of knowing each other.
What's that?
My mom, she would throw me cereal and maybe, if it was a good day, toast with peanut butter.
Are you kidding me? Really?
There was no eggs. No, absolutely not.
Oh.
No bacon. No.
But here's the thing.
No.
We grew up and we made Maddie have a warm breakfast.
I like that we.
But here's the thing. Back in the day when we were young, they didn't have microwave bacon or microwave sausage or microwave waffles and pancakes in the morning. You actually had to make that shit. But
that
when
is
Maddie
such
came
bullshit.
along, what?
They had microwaves in like 1982, Courtney.
But they didn't have the microwave products. Like we had Lego, what are they called? Eggo waffles.
Yeah.
And you could put those in the toaster like that. But I don't remember any like microwavable meals when I was young.
Can I tell a microwave story real quick? When me and
Oh
Courtney
my God,
were,
no. He's
This is
going
true
to try and
story.
embarrass me again.
When we were first dating, I had a big ass microwave in my college dorm room. It was like it was our 1982 model that my parents gifted me to go to college with, and it like weighed like 100 pounds. Well, really, it's like 75. And I come in one night, and the microwave is on, and it's just spinning, and I don't smell anything, right? I'm expecting it to be like popcorn or something, and and I look in there, and the light's on, and there's nothing in it. It's just spinning. I go, hey, Courtney, what the fuck is going on here? Do you know that the microwave's on? And she goes, yeah, I'm preheating it. I said, why don't you put your hand in there and see how hot it is? She goes, okay. She opened the door and it wasn't hot. And you just had like syntax error on your head. To be fair, this is 1993. I guess your parents were poor and didn't have any microwaves at that point, but you don't preheat a microwave, Courtney. Come here. Love you. You're great. 33 weeks together at minimum.
So this will be our last bourbon blend.
All right, guys, it's been a great run. Don't be afraid to unsubscribe because we're done.
Douche. He is telling a true story. He's not embellishing. I didn't know. I knew at home we always had to turn the oven on and preheat shit, so I just assumed that when I wanted to make my hot chocolate, I needed to do that. I did not know. I didn't understand how a microwave worked. So, I mean, call me a dummy. I don't know, Jay. Do you feel better about yourself now?
Yeah, kind of.
Okay.
Kind of. I mean, kind of, yeah.
Yeah, usually you're on the loser portion of this, so, like, I'm glad that you feel better about
Wait,
yourself.
who's a loser? Cuz the CBT is so excited.
Tell you when I'm doing the deadpan stare at the camera, like, he's going to die tonight.
Hey, if you want to make fun of me, just tell us.
There's plenty
God
to make
dang
fun
it,
of you.
bro. Come on, man.
I can make fun of you by what you call this fucking cat we have.
I call him perfect because that's what he is.
He is not perfect. He's the biggest douche ever. But that's okay.
Let's see. Don Proper Dickens says Courtney ain't having it. LOL question. You came in the dorm room. She was already there. Yeah, she had a key.
Yeah.
That was our second year together in the dorms, and I was the president of fraternity, so like there were no questions. It was just like, yeah, she's living there.
I lived in Sin with him for many years.
Ravin, look at this. This is where he really hits me low. He says, JG, save some content for the book.
Exactly.
Oh, you bastard, man. Exactly. Ravin, everything that I thought about you, it just took a 50% step back right there.
Oh.
That is terrible.
No,
Why would you do that?
Because Ravin's a smart man.
T-Roy says, I bet that's after the Swanee beatdown. Ooh, yes.
Wait till I see you next time.
And we're back, T-Roy. And we're back. Anyone remember sizzling bacon alternative from the 80s? Move over bacon. I got something leaner.
I do not
Get
recall
out
this.
of here, bro. This sounds terrible.
I do not understand
That sounds
this.
dangerous, man.
I don't remember this. Was it a microwavable product?
Was a cured meat product sold as a healthier alternative to bacon from the 70s to 2005. It was said to be 50% leaner than bacon.
What the fuck was it made out of?
Oh, you know what? Now that I see this picture, now that I see the actual
Product?
it is, yeah, that's it right there. Yes, that's it. I have seen that. I don't know that my parents actually use that, but I've seen it.
So,
yeah.
In Publix, if you want to get microwavable bacon, they have it just sitting on a shelf. And I have a hard time like just picking it up off the shelf. So I'll buy it at Costco because it's in the refrigerator.
Now, you said we didn't have microwaves when we were kids. This sizzling rolled out.
That is not what I said.
Sizzling rolled out in 1977.
What is your profession? Aren't you a journalist?
I am a message board moderator.
Aren't you supposed to listen to things that people say and make sure that you accurately report what they say?
Do your ears work?
I have a question. Is that what your job is?
No.
Because you're fucking it up right now. So that is not what I said. I clearly said we didn't have microwavable products for breakfast. Like we didn't have microwavable...
77. He says, I remember sizzling and I can't believe it's not butter. That is dangerous. If you can't believe it's not butter, then you're probably fucked up in the head. Also, I can't believe it's yogurt.
You mom had that shit at her house.
What?
I can't believe it's not butter. It came in a fucking
I know, it was terrible.
Squeezable shit.
My mom was fucking insane. I don't know what to tell you.
We had corn on the cob and she brought that out and I was like, what the fuck is this?
I know.
Like, I can't eat this.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it was awful.
She had gnomes in the front of our house. Oh my God, guys. I mean, yeah.
But here's the problem. Jay didn't know anything was wrong with that until he got with me and I was very judgy. So. And
in my house, like my dad, if he didn't like what my mom ate, she would make him like a bologna sandwich or something. He would eat it. So I grew up like I ate 5 things. It was terrible.
No, I mean.
It was.
And then I grew up in the household where it was served on the table and you ate it or you sat there until midnight until you ate it. No reason why I had an eating problem at all.
Eating problem? What?
Yeah.
T-Roy says, best anniversary celebration ever. My man.
Oh, for our 33, yeah. He ain't gonna make it to 34.
And it says, Chip says his parents have a working Panasonic microwave that's older than me. It's 49 years old.
I think that was what it was. Wasn't it a Panasonic one? It's heavy as hell.
It was a touch?
Well, yeah, it was touchscreen, yeah.
Well, they're not all touchscreen. They are now, but
what did you think it was? If it
50 years ago, touchscreen would have been.
They also had the little rotary dial would go tick, 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 tick.
No, we didn't have one of those. We were past that. Real Deal says, Courtney, what microwave equivalent store do you have on JG?
Well, there's probably too many. I'd have to think about that because.
God, all the stuff I fucked up through the years.
No, I mean.
My word. So many.
Oh, I have to think on that one because there's probably several.
We'll make that at Courtney's Cornir next time.
Yeah, things Jay's fucked up. Then we have to be more than 5.
There's been a bunch. I mean, seriously, like, I wish we could have had video back in the day when we were in Orlando on International Drive and you took me to China Coast and you said,
my God. So,
you said,
yes.
We're going to eat here. And I was like, I'm not eating Chinese food. And you were like, we have to eat it.
Yes.
And
I was like, I love Chinese food. You're going to like Chinese food if we're dating. Like, it's just not.
You were like, we're not going to make it if you're not going to eat.
We're going to go in here and I'm going to get in where you're going to get some sweet and sour chicken with the sauce on the side.
That's true.
So it's basically like a fucking Happy Meal.
Yeah.
And some fried rice. And guess what? He fucking loved it.
I moved on pretty quickly. I mean, I got better.
Well, now he eats a lot different stuff.
There's better stuff to eat.
Yeah.
D-Lucky says there was microwave breakfast stuff, French toast, pancake, sausage, hash browns, and so forth. Eggs took a while to figure out.
Okay, D-Lucky, I know we're about the same age, but I don't remember French toast sticks, pancake, sausage, hash browns. I don't remember any of that.
I feel like that's true,
in the 70s. I don't remember that in the 70s.
Yeah, I think
in early 80s? I don't remember
80s,
that.
Yeah. French toast sticks with an X. Oh, they're not giving me French toast sticks with an X. I swear that existed. Am I making that up? Is this like...
I don't know.
Shazam?
We used to give Maddie that. She always had to have that. But anyway.
Eric says next week's episode of the Bourbon Blend should be a fight to the death cage match. In that case, put your money on Courtney because she's going to win. She's got her field hockey stick still, and I know she'll use it.
Thank you.
Raven says on iDrive, absolutely. It was on International Drive. It is not there anymore. There's something there, but it's not called China Coast anymore. It's going to be right across the About halfway down International Drive, right before you get to the hotel, so you're going south on International.
It's near that McDonald's.
There's a McDonald's with a play place. It's right near there. So it's across the street and toward that big intersection.
Yes.
That's also where we pulled in when my fucking four-wheel steering went dead on the Prelude. Yeah. I was like, we're not going to make it. And you're like, quit being a baby. We're going to make it. It's going to be fine. Everything's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. Nobody cares.
Nobody cares.
What else we got here? Blake says, I have essentially replaced my usage of my microwave with my air fryer. They were talking about this on the bunker today, about how critical the air fryer was to them. Reheating stuff is way better, and cooking frozen stuff is way better in an air fryer. You have an air fryer?
So we do have an air fryer, but here's the thing. I'm very weird about what's on my counter in the kitchen. Like, I don't want a bunch of appliances. Canoeman's here! I don't like a lot of appliances sitting out on my countertop, so like I put it away and then I kind of forget to use it. So, and I've never really had anything so amazing out of the air fryer, so I'll take any advice. Maybe I need to check this out on the bunker.
Yeah, they were just talking about how critical it is. We have one, we just haven't really found it.
Yeah. Well, we don't have one of the good ones. We have
Don says he's 77. I don't know if he means he was born in 77.
Okay.
He's pretty young then. Stayed up late for Headbangers Ball, which I don't think you did.
Nope.
And watched Playboy Through the Squiggly Lines, which I definitely did. 100%.
Well, I did too, because I thought I was so risque in watching that when I would go over to a friend's house.
Is that why you knew about Ted Tracker's Cocks and Balls?
No, I did not. Oh, wait. Okay.
Why did the TV go dead? That was
because this cat's fucking with it stuff.
Real Deal just says, get him, Courtney.
I mean,
if she wants to get me, she will lay me out, I promise you. She's done it before. T.Y. says, one time my sister wanted to call to ask how the live Auburn-Nebraska bowl game ended because I was an hour ahead in Eastern time zone. It could be worse, AA. That's tough.
Oh, ouch. Ouch, that's pretty bad. That one's pretty bad.
That is pretty bad. I feel like my sister pulled some shit like this at some point.
I mean, there are things that everybody does along the lines of something like that, but wow. Yeah.
Norman says, Honda Prelude on iDrive. I can remember that like it's yesterday, and I still live in Orlando. Come see us.
Oh, oh my God, I love that Honda Prelude. It was an amazing car.
Yes, it was a 1993 Honda Prelude, blue with four-wheel steering.
Blue-green. It was blue-green.
Blue-green, yes. It had the gold emblems and shit, which the guy who sold it to us, whose name was Lance Smallwood, said it was a cultural...
I don't remember that.
Do you remember that? He said,
I don't remember that.
We refer to those as cultural badges.
I did not know that.
I was like, well, I just want gold on it. He goes, well, then you're going to get it.
I would never have caught on to that. That was something, yeah.
Fuck off, dude.
Yeah, it was a four-wheel steering, a 5-speed. It was the most amazing car ever. And then after we got it, Jay started working construction. And so I had a 85 Honda Civic. And so we traded cars because... We weren't even married, but we were living together. But we traded cars because he didn't want to get all his nasty construction stuff in the nice car. So I was like, "Oh, I'll do you this favor. I'll take the Prelude."
Chris M says, "What have I walked into?" Chip says, "A sizzling infomercial." And guess what? Chris M says, "I mean, JG is 50% leaner, so it checks out."
Yeah, there you go.
What a fucking stud right there.
Right there.
Applause.
Yes.
Well played, Chris M. And he's jumping right in at full speed. I like that.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Chip says, you have to drink 3 bottles of bourbon to make the sizzling
You just have to
good.
Burn all your taste buds. Sizzling.
Are you going to give any tips on what Courtney's Cornir might be next week?
I mean, I have 2 that are out there, but it's kind of like the cereal aisle thing, and that's the sauce aisle, because we've talked about condiments. So, like, I need to know everybody's, like, sauce aisle. Like, what would you try at the Walmarts?
Walmarts?
Yeah.
Okay.
Sauces.
Saucy.
Sauces.
So it's just going to... Wait, didn't we just do condiments? Isn't that basically the same?
We did condiments, but sauces are different. Like hot sauce. What's your favorite hot sauce? I don't know. I'm going to have to refine it. Because we usually do a lot of pre-planning for the show.
Can we do creamy jism sauce?
That's usually free. So...
That's funny, because I used to have to throw burgers down your throat to produce it.
That is true. I mean, you said used to, though.
12 cents extra for cheese, by the way.
Yeah.
Raven says, did Sizzling just reban bacon strips.
I believe you're right because I've never seen this product before, so I'm pretty sure that is
this
correct.
The best? This is chat not amazing. Ravin, what a badass. Do you like his favorite imitation meats?
Oh, that would be what's that shit? Spam.
No.
Spam. That's what I said.
Pork shoulder and ham. That's real. That's not imitation.
Jay, it's something else. That's imitation meat.
It is pork shoulder and ham.
That's imitation meat.
No, it's not. You're imitation meat.
But you like to...
Were you going to say something about eating it? Don Proper Dickens says, I have my children saying the Walmarts is a running joke.
Walmarts.
Walmarts.
I know.
Or Walmarts.
Walmarts. Let's go to the Walmarts.
I'm old enough to remember when it was Wall Mart.
Yes.
Now it's all one word with lowercase m, which is kind of, it still doesn't feel great for me. Real Deal says, can Courtney do reviews of latest microwaves?
Okay, now you're trying to start fighting war.
This one has the preheating setting. Check this shit out.
Bet it makes the best hot chocolate ever if it preheats.
Chris M says spiced pork and ham.
Oh, imitation crab meat. Now that is a good one. That is a good one.
That's K crab, right?
Yeah, crab with a K.
Yeah.
All you can eat crab with a K.
So many interesting choices for Courtney's Cornir next week.
Potted meat. Oh, Slim Jims.
That's real, isn't it?
Jay, what do you consider real?
Chris M says, I saw a YouTube documentary about imitation crab. It's wild how that stuff gets made.
Oh,
how about we
oh God, stop with the YouTube videos.
There, okay?
Like, here's the problem. Like
it's fish,
we talked about
it's fish, right? It's actually
we talked about the camel, like the grilling the camel.
Yeah, the rotisserie camel.
camel. Like,
hey, look at this. Maddie T has showed up 2 hours late.
Hey, are you drunk in Tampa?
She's checking in from Tampa.
Tampa.
She's on spring break with some of her girlfriends down there. And she sent us a picture of some amazing bolognese that she was eating earlier.
Yes, it looked pretty damn tasty.
I would have concurred with that, yeah.
So, yeah, I don't know what else we should do. Maybe I'll have to think a little bit more on this. Oh, I know what we could do. We could do wing flavors.
Here's Maddie's bolognese. Let's go ahead.
This looks pretty tasty.
There's the
it went very small.
There's the.
That looks pretty damn tasty. Lots of sauce.
There's the bolognese. That looks really good, Maddie.
That looks tasty.
Hope you enjoyed that.
Was that tasty, Mads?
Damn right it was.
Yes.
Maylee, you're gonna like this one, Courtney. All this crab talk. Are we interviewing Jameis?
Exactly. Oh my God, that's like my favorite joke ever. Every time we talk about Jameis, I'm like, well, he's still crab legs.
And they're interviewing the crab, and he's like,
interviewing the crab. No, they were interviewing the crawdad because that was his cousin. They're like, so tell us how you feel about.
He was like, what happened was, I don't even know what happened, man. He had just stole a crab and he was gone, my cousin. That was funny as hell, man. Here we go. Chris M says it's 20%, 40% whitefish. We're talking about crab with a K. The rest is binder and flavor chemicals. Absolutely wild seeing it get made.
Oh, I don't want any of it.
That's like the old McDonald's nuggets, because they certainly wouldn't do that now.
Oh, well, that's kind of like the...
it used to be pink.
What's that damn shit you used to like? The McRib. Now that is a potted meat product.
Yeah, that's not real.
This one.
Maddie says bolognese was fire. We have dozens present, Maddie.
Exactly.
Glad to have you here, Madison. A Real Deal says, funny story. Wife bought crab meat for New Year's party under $10 at Sam's. I was like, yeah, wild caught crab for $10. That's some processed mystery meat. Absolutely.
Yeah, it's hard to get good crab meat.
Norman says, Courtney's Corner, favorite things to stuff in your pants, Courtney.
Oh, my goodness. Oh, wait, he's talking about Jameis, right? Didn't he put the crab legs in his pants to get out of the store?
Well, he wasn't going to put it anywhere else. Where was he going to put it, in his shoes?
I thought he just held it and walked out the store. I don't know.
I know he got
them steamed beforehand, and then he went back to get them. Like he got the extra.
He said that was NIL before.
He is funny. He is funny.
Yeah,
he's funny down in he's in New Orleans. Yeah, having a good time.
He's a great number 3 quarterback.
Number 3.
He just gets picked off all the time.
Yeah. I mean, well, the thing is that it's exciting to watch him play because you don't know if it's going to be an amazing
as long as it's not
pass
on my team.
Or an interception.
Melee says $10 crab is camel hump. It's just
yummy.
mystery meat. We're not sure what it is.
Yeah, I don't need any mystery meat.
Courtney, what would be some things you could stuff in your pants? Can you come up with 5?
Socks.
Okay.
Right.
Chapstick.
Chapstick.
Gum. Condoms. Tobacco.
Weed.
Madison, did you hear that shit?
You could also
bullshit, man.
Put the airplane bottles of liquor.
Also,
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Some things you can stuff in your
Me
pants.
and Maddie are out in California smoking a Zeppelin, and Courtney's like, "Oh, you guys are gross. I can't believe we're doing that." And then now you're like, weed.
Okay, so here's the thing. Not to be a downer, but we have a family history of lung issues, so I don't want you like smoking it. Just eat it.
Jeez, Courtney.
Eat it, and you can still get high. Like,
let's see. Chris says, Jameson, you're going to drop a dime or a deuce, and nobody, including him, knows which one it's going to be. That's actually right on the money.
Yeah.
He makes some great throws, and he makes some just unbelievable throws.
Yeah, and he'll like he's surprised every time. Like he's like, oh yes, or oh.
T-Roy says, what are bacon bits? Newman just says, nobody knows. Not bacon. It's not bacon.
I don't know. There's no way. Like if a recipe calls for like, and they're like, you can use bacon bits. I'm like, no.
That's another one my parents had all the time was bacon bits, and I'm not ashamed to say it. I'd just pour them in.
Is this like Flintstone vitamins?
Yes, I ate so many Flintstone vitamins. I think that waved off the autism that I would have picked up. I would eat like 5 or 6 Flintstones at a time.
Everybody did. Everybody did because we didn't like to have candy laying around the house, and it tasted like candy. So.
Kanuman says edibles are best. The best, I tell you.
I mean,
I like edibles.
Here's the thing. I understand that like socially,
Mike,
it's not as exciting as sharing a joint. I understand socially that, but like, yeah. I know, we got big time numbers now.
Wow, we have 30?
These other people are drunk someplace else and finally decided they'd watch us.
Mike, we're so glad to have you here, bro.
Yes, thank y'all for joining.
We did revive the channel, like, is it the channel we revived?
Yeah.
We were dormant for a little while because
you never put up the
haul video.
The haul video, yep.
Yeah, we gotta do that.
Mm-hmm.
I'm on it first thing in the morning. Melee says bacon bits are dried, crushed scabs.
Oh.
We're just going to give you a triangle on that. That's your first warning right there.
That is so nasty.
Mike says Raiders need the Jameis experience, AJG.
Nope.
All right, Real Deal's out. He says, got to go, peeps. Take care.
All right. Have a good night.
We're glad to have you, bro. We'll see you next Thursday. See you again, Big Daddy.
Yes.
What else do we want to do here?
I don't think
Chris M says the sizzling draws people in. Yeah, that's definitely... You got to be men and women of a certain age to even appreciate what sizzling means to you.
I don't even know what that is, but...
Yeah, because you said that shit didn't exist in the 80s. And it started in the 70s.
That's not what I said. I said I don't remember.
Hey, you started in the 70s and you're amazing. So.
That is true. I mean,
legends. Very late 70s.
No, very early 70s.
Like December 31st, 1979. Little Bill from Boogie Nights was about to meet his demise, though. Mike B says, glad to see you back. So anyway, Mike, we were doing Bardstown Bourbon Company, as you can see over here. We went through, Courtney liked the cheapest one best. We thought the 10 was...
I ended up draining it.
Pretty much... Oh my God, you did
I
actually
told
finish
you,
it.
I said, do you want some more of this? And you said no, and I said, okay, I'll finish it. Actually, there's a drop left in here, so I need to get that.
Yeah, that's the single barrel that she's drinking or finishing.
I'm committed.
We thought the Disco 10 was fairly bad. We thought the Disco 11, which Chris and Becky from across the street let us have for tonight, it was good. I gave it a good grade.
I thought it was okay.
But anyway.
I like this. It's a single barrel store pick. I thought it was good.
Oh, wow. We got a bunch of chats just jumped in. T-Roy said, my mom moved on to Slim Fast in the 80s. My mom did too.
Yes. Every mom did. And then, like, my sister was doing it then, too, because she was a teenager. And then it was a powdery packet, I recall.
Oh.
Yes.
That's what the poor people did. Mm-hmm. You were...
I was what?
You were way too hot to be as poor as you were, like when I met you. Miss Chip Chip got mad at me when we were dating because she ate the weed brownies at Mardi Gras. She knew there was weed in them, and I had to make another non-weed batch. I'm kind of like picturing, I don't know her super good, but I just can't picture her being really high.
Oh, that would be so funny.
Yeah, I would like to see her high.
Mm-hmm. Well, she'd probably mad at you the next day. She probably wasn't mad at you when it happened.
Yeah, you can't hardly
there's
be
not
mad.
a whole lot of folks that get really mad when they're high.
Have you ever been high?
Hmm?
Norman
Never.
says the logo was "Don't Sizzle, Fat Sizzle Lean." There it is, right there.
Oh my gosh, that's funny.
I'm so glad we had Sizzle Lean on here. It's really driving engagement. I'm glad. It's a great idea, Chip Chip.
That's what they were doing. They were searching YouTube for sizzling.
Chip Chip was like, "This is the most ass stuff I've ever seen." I put it on the screen, and boom, we're doing great.
Yes, because there's YouTube searches saying, "Is anyone talking about sizzling?"
Why, yes, there is. Melee says Slim Fast was great. Had either one of those or instant breakfast between
Instant breakfast.
every meal.
Instant breakfast.
What is
I recall
instant
that.
breakfast?
It was like basically it was like a Nestle chocolate milk product, but it allegedly had vitamins in it. So
you could grow
Yeah.
and shit?
yeah, see, what, am I right? Is it a Nestle product?
Yeah, it sure looks that way.
Yeah, it was like packets that you'd mix into your milk.
Damn, that sounds pretty good.
Yep.
Carnation instant breakfast is apparently what it was.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
There it is. Mike says Carnation instant breakfast. Best powdered breakfast.
Miss Powder breakfast.
What in the hell,
Hands
man?
down.
What does that mean? I've never heard of this. Let's see. He says, be careful. The Disco 11 and 12 might be very good. So the 11 was good. Now, Cuz across the street has a bottle. He and Becky have a bottle of the 12, but they haven't opened it.
Yeah, so you gotta wait on that.
And yeah, we're just going to wait on them, whenever they feel comfortable opening it.
Hey,
and we'll
Hirsch.
come over there and bogart it. It's been done before. Said she did not like the weed. It was a hoot. Yeah, I didn't necessarily think that she was going to be like hugely fired up for that. And Kaduman says you're going to love it in an instant.
Is that? Oh, that's
about
the
That's
not
probably
motto.
like the jingle or whatever.
The jingle.
The
No, I
mantra.
guess motto is not the right word.
He says Ravin said his wife used to drink Carnation instant breakfast on her way to class.
Oh, really? Interesting.
I think it helped her get smart because she's very bright.
So, yeah, she probably had a very special container to make it into.
Roger's here with us today.
Oh, hello,
Were
Roger.
you a fan of sizzling? Simulated
Is that
bacon?
what brought you in? Is that what wooed you to our live show?
So he's got some bourbon over there, though. I'm trying to
Yes.
figure out what it is.
Elijah Craig.
Great
Yeah,
choice,
some
Roger.
good stuff.
We were talking about that earlier. Is our best just kind of like solid bourbon you can find pretty much every day. Elijah Craig single barrel would definitely be, or small batch, whatever, would be one of them for sure.
Yeah, what did your mother's, and I say mothers
Prozac?
because that was not the breakfast of choice for you.
For her, it
might have
was.
been for her, but what was the breakfast that like you had to have before you went to school? Because back in the day, every mama made sure that you had breakfast before you went out the door.
Would
Some
you
kind of
stop
breakfast.
it?
Some kind of breakfast. They don't do that anymore because they've served breakfast at school. But like they didn't serve breakfast at school back in my day. So I'm just wondering what everybody used to have, or everybody like had back in the day.
Or how about this? I don't know if you know about this, but like, did you go to public school? You went to middle school. You were going to rich kid school, but
Right.
for those of us who are working class, what was your favorite public school lunch? Because I know exactly what mine was. In Tulsa, Oklahoma, my favorite public school lunch was, they called it bean chowder, which is basically chili, and they gave you a Cinnabon, like a cinnamon bun, and those went together. And when I first got there, I came there from
Sounds
California.
awful.
I was like, this is not going to work.
That sounds awful.
That worked perfectly. Bean chowder with a cinnamon bun. Unbelievable. It slapped. Whole man's opinion.
Yes.
Mike says, you could never get the powder completely dissolved. It would leave globs of powder that felt gross in your mouth. I would be curious if Mrs. Ravin, a.k.a., well, I don't want to say her name on the air, would feel the same way. We'll have to remember to ask her that, because I bet she has an opinion on this. Chip says, my mom, DGAF, if I had breakfast.
Really? Okay.
Mine didn't either.
Maybe that was just something that My family is a big breakfast family, we don't do a lot of breakfast now. So
hey, let's be real. Since we're in a trust tree area here, there were 2 kids in my family. Okay, there was Kimberly and not Kimberly. Okay, I was not Kimberly.
Okay, well there was Courtney and nobody else at my age.
I know, because you were the.
I was the baby.
You were the only
I was the
planned
baby.
one.
I was the baby 10 years later. So everybody else was gone.
There was.
Yes, bean chowder sounds fucking disgusting.
I know. I've never heard anybody say that since I left Oklahoma, but it was basically chili, is what it was. He says, sounds like someone trying to make chili sound fancy.
Exactly.
That's probably exactly what it was. Eric G says square pizza was the best.
No, not square, rectangular pizza.
Well, you know what I mean.
But here's the thing. So in my center, we actually had rectangular pizza today for lunch. Guess what the vegetable was, Jay?
Broccoli?
No. What is the vegetable that goes with pizza for school lunch?
Peaches?
Corn.
Oh
Corn
my
and
God.
pizza. Why was corn always served with pizza? I didn't understand
corn
that.
on my pizza
But
last
then
night.
last night, Jay ordered pepperoni pizza with corn on it. And I was kind of grossed out by it.
It was good. She wasn't going to eat it, but it was good.
No, I'm not going to eat that, but...
It was good. Otag says cereal, sometimes toast or waffles, fried bologna on toast.
Oh, okay.
That's for breakfast?
Yeah.
That's cool. You're getting your iron or whatever. Don Proper Dickens says breakfast was cereal. All the 80s movies had family gatherings on weekday mornings for a square meal. That's bullshit. That has never happened to me.
Yeah, so we didn't do that.
Not one time.
Now, I will say this was like Monday through Friday. On the weekends, my dad was out hunting and my mom went to work. And so like I was eating cereal and sitting crisscross applesauce in front of the TV watching my cartoons. And a giant bowl of freaking Fruit Loops with the box next to me since since the adults weren't home. So I would just keep refilling it.
Yes. We haven't had this conversation before, but this makes a lot of sense to me.
Why?
D. Lucky says, had both worlds. My mom worked third shift. She came home and made breakfast every morning. Mm-hmm. When she switched jobs, we were solo dolo.
Yeah. Gotcha. What are pizza boats?
Yeah, Raven says we had
pizza boat? I don't know what that is. You need to share what that is.
Pizza boat?
I don't know what that is.
I don't know what that is either.
Yeah, I need to know what a pizza boat is. Oh, okay. Oh, basically it's a French, it's basically...
it's a French baguette.
French baguette cut. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've seen them, but I'm not sure.
That's what I had in high school. That was the pizza option in high school.
There you go, Raven. Something like that. Something like that. Was my boss going to get mad in the morning if I'm not writing?
Ballers hydrate.
Yeah, you are. Let's see. Eric was talking about how he said rectangular. No, he said square.
I got
you. Said rectangular.
I got you. I understand. We actually had that, like I said, today at my center. And it was fun because I was working with the itty bitty babies, and so it was cut up into pieces about this big. And I was like, ooh, that's tasty.
Blake says, who in here ate Pop-Tarts? I think Cuz said something earlier.
Everybody ate Pop-Tarts.
I think Cuz bounced, but he said something about Pop-Tarts earlier. I think warmed up maybe, or...
So here's the thing. On a Pop-Tart, it was only one flavor for me. Like, it was only the cinnamon flavored Pop-Tart that was frosted.
That's our safe word.
I can't... Shh, you're not supposed to tell everybody that. It's quiet, Jay.
Our safe word is cinnamon.
Shh. Okay. It's quiet. I can't talk now that he said it.
Cinnamon.
I can't do anything now that he said it.
Let's see. Chris says that's Stouffer's French bread pizza.
Yeah, they do have
that.
when
it's public school food, it ain't quite there.
Yep.
Mike says pizza, corn, and sliced peaches, not a single speck of green anywhere.
Exactly. It was the best lunch ever. And then you wonder
why people our age don't do that. Yeah, because we didn't grow up with it. Don says, remiss for not giving a nod to Octagon Pizza. And yes, Courtney, if there was a pizza, there was corn.
Yeah, it's always corn. I don't know why.
Why is that?
I don't know why.
Mike says that the new Pop-Tarts or
abysmal.
Contemporary Pop-Tarts are abysmal.
That probably means that they had to put something somewhat healthy in it, and that's why it sucks. Yes, s'mores Pop-Tarts.
And Blake says unfrosted strawberry or cinnamon.
No fruit.
Vince says that brown sugar cinnamon Pop-Tart is at the top of my list.
Yes.
I think it's got to have something on top, though. The unfrosted would be a problem.
Here's the question. Toasted or not toasted? Mine was always not toasted
I was
because,
saying,
like,
my
I
mom was
literally
in
would
bed.
I'd grab it and, like, take it out to the car and eat it if
My
I
mom
had to.
wasn't feeling well, and she was in bed.
Stop.
I didn't realize until much later that
Until you were in your 50s. Yeah, I know.
she was
You're in your late 40s.
fucking psychopathic.
Hey, listen, stop.
Kimberly's not going to hear that.
Bagel bites.
Bagel bite. I do remember that. My
and they
sister
would
loved
destroy
bagel
the roof of your mouth. Same with
it'd be too
what do they call
hot.
them? The pizza. Are they called pizza bites? What are those things called?
It's the same concept, yeah.
No, what are they called?
It'd be way too hot. Everybody would always leave them way too hot because we want to
We
pull
used
them right
to
out
get
of the
them for
fucking oven.
Maddie, and I would eat them sometimes too. What are they called? They called pizza bites? The things are in like the little pockets, the little tiny pockets. What are those things called?
Hot Pockets?
No, not hot pockets. Pizza rolls. Pizza rolls.
Pizza rolls, of
Yes.
course, Courtney.
And you'd have to like bite the side of the little thing of pizza roll so it didn't like absolutely scald the top of your mouth.
You can also wait like 2 minutes before you fucking
Hell no.
feed your mouth, your eat hole.
No, mm-mm.
The blend safe words are Swanee and microwave, Courtney.
Okay. He really wants to fight next time we see
No,
each
he don't
other.
want to fight. He's
Yes, he
married
does.
to a strong woman, and he knows that he's going to get his ass beat if he's not careful. That's what we have that in common.
I would tell you that those girls from Swanee could hold that like 100-pound microwave above their head like easily. They were brutal.
Well, if you like girls with big shoulders, like they were good. For
Yeah, we can say that's what they had.
Canumas is lying in bed just like Brian Wilson did. I don't know if that's a lyric or if that's just.
Somebody, wait.
Brian
Wait.
Wilson's a
Somebody
badass.
said we served pizza with French fries. Is that?
Oh, that was
that's
Blake. Yeah.
Oh, now that's delicious. I hope you had ketchup on the
I
side.
feel like that might have actually happened. Yeah. Don Properdickon says in Holland, Pop Tarts were a tease. You were always mentally longing for an actual substantial gooey center, but alas, hell no. But sometimes you would. Sometimes you would bite into that bitch, like right in the middle, and you would get a little jizz. Mm-hmm. But usually not, no. Mike says, no Hot Pockets, please.
Oh, Hot Pockets are disgusting. Mm-mm.
And Otag said Swanee microwave sounds like something you'd find on Urban Dictionary. Dude,
It does.
This girl was so fucking skanky, but I gave her the Swanee microwave anyway. And you're like, oh, Jesus Christ, man. I don't know why'd you do that to her.
Jay's going to add something to Urban
How are you
Dictionary
ever going to
next
look her in the
week.
face
Wait.
again after you gave her the
I'm
Swanee
going to write
microwave?
this down so Jay can add this to Urban Dictionary.
Me and Troy Johnson, we added something to Urban Dictionary, and they took
Yes.
it off. It was called a Macaulay caulking. And it was on there for the longest time. And then I checked it out like 10 years ago, and it was gone.
I can't imagine why.
A Macaulay caulking. It was like, hee-hee, like you had to do the glitter glove or whatever.
I
wonder if
can't imagine why like child molestation got taken off of there. Can't imagine why, Jay.
I think that we ought to do, the last word you looked up on Urban Dictionary could be a Courtney's Cornir.
No, I don't think we need to publicize that.
I know what mine is.
I don't know. No,
It wasn't even
no.
a dirty word. It was the Huzz.
No.
H-U-Z, Huzz. The Huzz is a collection of thirsty women, a.k.a. hoes.
Okay.
So you say, JG, when he goes to the Dominican, he's surrounded by the Huzz.
We could say that.
That
Would
actually,
it be
That would actually
factual?
implicate you and my daughter. So
Would
that's
it be
probably not-
factual?
I mean, sometimes it is.
Okay.
Okay, let's see. And also, Melee says Furman air fryer is the new Swanee microwave. Swanee microwave is our new safe word, guys.
No, it's not.
But it's just cinnamon.
No, if that was the safe word, you would not have to worry about being cut off because it would not be a problem.
All right, I think we've dragged this on long enough, Courtney. Mm-hmm. Even though we're having amazing.
We got amazing numbers right now.
I know, it's
People are
crazy.
excited about square versus rectangular pizza, sizzling, Pop-Tarts. I mean, this discussion is amazing.
Preheating microwaves. Anyway, you're going to think about some things that I screwed up that we can make fun of me for, right?
Yeah, I have that down here. Jay microwave story.
Okay.
Did Herschel didn't show up at the show? You need to make sure and show him up.
Are you going to literally...
Yeah. Hirsch, do you want to be on TV? You want to be in front of 30,000 people?
Come here.
Come here.
You're behaving so good.
Come here. Come say hi to everybody.
Here's Herschel.
Look at him. Look how happy he is. Look how happy he is.
There he is.
Look at those claws. He doesn't look like he's upset at all.
Oh, my...
He's so
Ow! He loves it.
Look how happy he is. He is huge, y'all. He's a big fat cat.
Wait, no.
Yes.
You talking about Perfect?
Hey, Hirsch, come up here. Come say hi to everybody.
No problem.
Look at Hirsch. Look how huge he is. He's a big boy.
Hirsch.
Hershey.
What up, Big Daddy?
Look at my pussy.
How you doing? Oh, this is Courtney's big pussy right here. Hirsch.
And it's perfect.
Say hi to your friends. Say hi to your friends, but don't show me butthole.
That means he likes him. Hey, wait, Jade. We now have 31 pounds.
Blake says, "Cool kitty." He is cool, man. His name's Herschel, and we like him.
He's all right.
I call him perfect because that's what he is.
He is not perfect.
All right, we've done this. We've gone 2 hours and 25 minutes, Courtney.
I know.
And we lost our buddy. We lost Cuz and Becky a long time ago.
I think we've lost a lot of people.
They go to work a little earlier than me. Not earlier than me.
I think we're getting our West Coast friends is what the problem is. That's what it is.
That it is. San
That's
Luis
what it
Obispo.
is.
Hey guys, we love you guys.
Yes. Our West Coast folks were like, we love sizzling. We need to look it up.
Chip says the burp. Let me get that sizzling back up here. Man.
I know, man. We're gonna rock it out here. Look at that.
Chip says the bourbon.
Sponsored by Swift.
Bourbon flavored Pop-Tart. It says Hirsch's Huzz. He's surrounded by the Huzz.
I don't know that Hirsch can find a Huzz.
I had that screenshot. I think it's on my other computer.
Oh.
Damn, it says. Yeah. Anyway, it's from Hoopify. Let's see. Don says your cat Herschel looks wonderful. He also is a tad slower than Bo Jackson. He's a little slower than Bo Jackson.
He is. He's not very fast.
Hirsch.
But he is a douche. So.
You gonna come up here and see Don and tell Don to go fuck himself because he's making fun of you?
Aww.
Kanuman says this show is badass. Thank you. Oh, B. Haynes says we're still here.
Look at you. Thank you for being here.
Yeah, you guys have hung in. Yo, this is kind of late. We've been going a long time. I was gonna promise because I invited Chris and Becky to come watch the show live, and I was like, we won't go long. I think they probably know.
We always go long.
When they say that.
Because I was thinking about 8:20 when we were doing this. I was like, oh, this will be a quick show.
The benefit here is that if we're doing the show here, they can just walk back home like it's 15 steps, you know.
Well, we also have to make it all the way downstairs. That's a big deal.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
Blake R. is one of our friends in the Eastern time zone. He says, shoot, I'm still awake at 11:26 here on the East Coast.
Nice.
Tell me, I'm curious because we still have you here. Where are you watching our show? What I mean is, do you watch it on a computer? Do you watch it on a phone? Do you watch it on an iPad? Do you watch it on
the TV?
A monitor on your
computer?
Your computer, like your big computer?
Or do you watch it on the TV?
Are you sitting in bed, your wife's asleep, and you're watching this? I'm just curious to know, like, how you guys are watching this.
That is true.
We watch the show. We have a big-ass 50-inch Samsung TV that we watch it on. It's like how we watch you guys. Mm-hmm. And when I watch live streams, I watch it almost all the time on my iPad, laying in bed because Courtney goes to sleep at I think last night you went to sleep at the 9 o'clock hour.
Listen, you need to back the
I am not hating.
up.
You work a lot earlier and a lot longer than I do.
Yeah, and I get
No,
up
I'm not hating. I was not hating.
Yeah, no. Why would you say that then?
Well, I'm just saying because
the 9 o'clock hour is like 9:45.
Let's see. Mike says I need a studio audience taped before a live studio audience, like they used to say for like Facts of Life. And
exactly.
Stuff. Eric G says iPhone while I do some work. Outstanding. This is really cool. Kanuman says TV and a laptop.
Okay.
D Lucky says varies by night. Phone mostly, TV second, iPad third.
Interesting.
This is so interesting to me. Otag says on the phone at home right now, but iPad when I'm watching from work.
Oh, okay.
And you have headphones on or like wireless earbuds or whatever. I got fat ears, so I can't ever. The earbuds don't work for me. They work great for you. Mm-hmm. And then I put yours in my ears, and they just fall. Well,
in different jobs, you don't have to worry about that. So.
Oh, look at here. We got a live shot from Chip, who's showing his setup that I've now already lost. Like, really? Already lost it?
It's one of these images down here.
Oh, it is? I don't know which one it is. Not that one. Not that one.
That one.
Ah, here it is. Here's Chip's view.
Oh. Oh, we got dual visits here. I like it.
All right, cool.
And what's interesting is we have different takes there. Because one's a little slower than the other.
He's got, oh yeah, interesting.
Yeah, look at that.
How about that? That's really cool. Thank you guys for the input on that. That's really cool. Let's see what else. Oh, there's lots of other interesting. Norman says YouTube on an 80-inch TV. Courtney, 80 inches.
Wow.
We've been talking about getting a new TV, and we think we're going to get a 77-inch.
I need to fix my hair better if I'm on
80 is a big one. Blake says, normally my phone or occasionally my iPad with AirPods so my wife can sleep. That's what I usually do when I'm watching stuff. Although I have AirPod Maxes to go over my big head. Otax is on the phone at home right now, but iPad when I'm watching from work and stuff. Okay. Raven says, my household can sometimes use up to 3 devices all tuned into the drain or blend. Look at that,
He's
man.
trained so well.
Chris M says, usually on my second monitor. Chris M is the one who opened my eyes to using more monitors in my computer setup. And I'm going to do that soon. Mike B says 11:28 here on YouTube computer.
Okay. Nice.
Archie says TV and iPhone.
Okay.
Don Proper Dickens says ad free on a TV burner account for comments on a Motorola smartphone.
I bet that there's international fees that apply.
Eric G says I watch it on my smart microwave. Courtney, you need one of those.
Y'all are about to get in a fight with me.
Let's see. Kaduman's the same. Beppo! Beppo in the house. Beppo's great, man. We're doing the basketball drains. He's the hot fresh stats guy, and he's very important. Let's see. Chris M says I need to get with you about next year's football drains. Got some ideas. Chris and his son, who are both legends, are my stat guys. Have been.
Yep.
All right. Are you
about ready to?
Oh yeah, you gotta go to work in the morning.
I have to be early.
At work at 6.
I have to be there at 6:20.
6:20 in the morning, and it's 10:31, so you know what it goes through.
T-Roy
says,
bourbon.
laptop, the 33 years of love shines through.
Oh, I'm still going to have a discussion with you when I see you, T-Roy.
Wait, are you?
Yes, he's been talking some smack about my microwave.
He told me in the group chat that he thinks you're
oh my God, shut
one of the coolest chicks he's ever met.
Shut up.
Seriously.
Hush your mouth on the group chat.
Why?
Dirty lying whore.
There he is. Beppo says hot and fresh blend.
Yes.
My man. So glad to have you, Beppo. Okay, listen. We're going to probably wrap it up here. We'll do another show next Thursday right here on the Bourbon Blend. For those of you who are drainers, we're going to be going Saturday. Obviously, we got Alabama at Auburn.
1:30?
I'd like to see Auburn win that game by 75, but we'll see. 1:30 in the Central Time Zone, yes.
It will be a good game.
We'll be doing that. And also, for those of you who don't know, Courtney and I started a new channel yesterday.
It's amazing.
It's called Tate's Tesla Tours, or Tate Tesla Tours.
Yes, you need to go over there and
subscribe.
We've got like 13 subscribers, y'all. You better get in on the early time because we're going to blow it out.
We do little travel videos when we drive around in our Tesla. And so if you guys want to check that out, we're just dicking around. You know, just having fun. It's just something fun to do. And Beppo's already caught up to speed. He said Courtney with an I is best.
Oh, you're sweet.
And Chip says, I'll be working feverishly on how to hijack the chat because he absolutely got us a couple weeks ago with the camel rotisserie.
Yes.
But he's also an absolute stud, and we appreciate that. Kanuman says, get some sleep, Miss Courtney. She's got to, hey, man, these kids don't educate themselves.
They also don't know how to control their emotions themselves these days.
There he is. Blake says, love you guys. Appreciate you always. Good night.
Good night.
All right, guys. We'll check you guys next time. Thanks for being with us. So many of you guys went wire to wire with us.
It's a long-ass show, so thank you.
Thank you guys for all the chatting, all the hanging out. We got almost 600 comments tonight, which is just amazing.
That's crazy.
And
it's the best chat around.
If we're being real, this means a lot to Courtney because this channel was her baby, her idea.
Yes. It's a lot of fun. It's good for us.
You really look forward to it. You get excited about it.
I do too, and Jay doesn't want to admit it, but he enjoys it.
It's because you show up and look pretty. That's your job. And my job is everything else.
It's not everything else, but it's a lot of. It's a lot of stuff for him, but he's also at the house.
Would you acknowledge that maybe in the past, maybe you didn't do as much of this?
That is true, but here's the thing: marriage is a compromise.
It is.
You don't have to sigh heavily when you say that.
It is.
It is. A blessing.
It's a blessing. The blessing.
All right. We're out.
All right, guys. We'll see you guys next week. Have a great
Appreciate it.
Friday. And those of you who are drainers, I'll see you guys Saturday afternoon. And if you're not, if you're just here for the Bourbon Blend, I will see you we'll see you next Thursday. Until then, keep your feet on the ground, keep reaching for the stars, stay strong, be great, make great decisions.
Cheers.
Peace and love.